Like what?
I ain't got but one kidney.
I know he ain't got but one kidney. I was with y'all when they did a little piece of his kidney surgery.
They working on it.
Well,
Not tomorrow, Saturday, boy. I don't stay at home now. I stay over here, so you don't have to worry about me. She can take care of them girls. I'm over here with Isha, because Missy, because she has to carry me to and from my doctor.
Oh,
I have
okay.
to go to the doctor every week.
You gotta go to the doctor every week?
She used to be RN. So I
Yeah, I'm
understand
getting ready for them to do a sim sales test.
that. Oh, okay.
And on the 7th of July, I go to the hospital. I've been there for 2 weeks.
Okay.
You gonna be in there 2 weeks? Baby, can we come see you in the hospital?
Please.
No, I don't know, because I'm be in there 2 weeks, because when they get ready to do the stem cells, I can't be around nobody because my body won't have no immune system.
You gotta be in a clean room, like a hygienic room and everything like that.
So she would actually have to be isolated by herself.
That's nice. It's just she got certain people she can only be around.
Because it's the fact that they don't want her immune system actually being hit.
Talking about
Almost like the same thing with COVID.
y'all miss grandma.
Well, I wouldn't like that with COVID.
Uh-oh.
I just didn't want nobody coming out there.
I know.
I wouldn't like people visiting.
Huh?
Yeah, she told me that I need to do better with my breaded crabs. She said I need to make some more stuff that people know
Well,
about.
that was understandable though, because I called Grandma and Uncle Jit. They didn't answer. I talked to Daddy a while back with him and Mama on the phone. That wasn't bad. He hasn't called me back. No, he did call me back. We and him talked for a couple of seconds, but he told me that he should be.
Y'all talked before that? Remember y'all talked when your mama was on the phone?
I know. After that too, we had talked. But after that too, when we talked after that, we only talked for a couple of seconds. He was basically letting me know that he was most likely gonna come down
on the phone with
Griffin,
her grandma.
stay with Auntie,
you know,
Claudette.
we talking.
And, Sarah and Grandma for a while, but then he was gonna leave, go to Russell, and actually start with Russell with his business.
She said she.
So I told him, I said that's good.
I just
he's basically just waiting for them to approve for him to actually leave the halfway house.
What's that?
It's the only thing he really waiting for now. After that, he'll be straight. I know he happy too. Uncle Jit should be out of jail because his phone number is on now. It's just he didn't answer the phone, but his number is actually on. No, he ain't seen Naya in a while, is he? Nah.
I'm trying to know what she would like to see if she's since she want to tell me about Brady Crafts. Ask her.
Huh.
Ask her what she might want to see.
Oh, and then what would you like on CS Brady Crafts? Hi, Naya.
That's Naya, mama, honey.
Jesus Christ. That little girl is big
Naya.
now.
She is.
She's huge now. I remember when she was just a tiny little baby. You were smaller than my babies. I know what that is. I remember when she was that thing. Y'all gotta remember, I was over there.
I know when Naya had just been born.
Yes. So I remember her. She don't know me at all though. I remember her. She was like a little nothing for my little kids. Even what you call it.
Yeah, she done got bigger now.
Yeah.
Wow. How Brina baby doing?
I know she's doing alright, I guess.
How my baby doing?
I don't get to see her like that.
You don't?
I don't want to see my baby.
No.
Oh.
Actually,
Sometimes I just let them do what they do.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen her?
No, I know that you had told me that she was supposed to be that she had the baby, but I never seen a picture. And every time I go to her page, it's the same pictures from before. It shows her baby bump, but it doesn't actually show the baby. So it's like,
well, the baby look just like she look like she white, but she look like Brina.
She look like she white, but she
just.
You know what?
It's just like
yeah.
I could get it done. I could see the baby looking like them two mixed together.
Yeah.
I could.
She got that round head and that round face like Green.
Yeah.
With her favorite flavor, Justin.
She look like a white baby. Look at her, she look like a white
You know
baby.
what?
We know Brina
Yes. So boy.
The beautiful little thing, she looked like a little round-headed dog.
Oh.
It looked like Brina when she was a baby, but you know she played with Justin and Brina. She ain't gonna have no nappy. Well, I had just straight like white people have.
Yeah. Brina got good hair too. We always got good hair.
That's just chocolate thing. Oh, I know you haven't heard my music. I done got better. I ain't been cursing as much.
Yes, you have.
I have not as much. No, see, you ain't seen the new stuff. You haven't heard the new stuff because the stuff that's.
I have, and you had a little writing going across the screen.
Yeah, but that's not the new.
That's not the new.
That's not the new. I make stuff every day. See, Harry got to catch up with me on the posting because I post my stuff.
Every day I look at that stuff every day.
She be on my ass, y'all. I be like, I don't curse as much.
Get on to you about.
I be trying. Okay, I do have them songs that I actually do get back into the.
All that cursing is not necessary.
Okay, but okay, it's well. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not gonna make it up.
That don't make the rap good. And when you cursing, that cuts out some of your audience.
I know, but you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm listening. It's fine.
Yeah, I have to be straight with you. I ain't gonna
She ain't gonna play with me, y'all. She ain't gonna play the radio with me.
you gotta do it right.
And okay, but so seriously, what would you? So you say I gotta do better stuff and bigger stuff. What type of stuff would you like to see? Because you would be the perfect person to do something for it.
I mean, just be decent with what you say, and don't say it where people can understand it.
Yes, ma'am. I'll try.
There's so many people rapping and they just rapping and don't know what the hell they're saying.
Yes, ma'am. I'm putting lyrics on my stuff next time. Yes, ma'am. I got you.
You got to slow it down.
I'm freestyling. I mean, it's hard.
I mean, you can rap, but slow it down and stop swinging your arms so much.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, ma'am. It's a hard.
I can't help because I didn't know I'm brutally honest like that. I can't help
I know you are, didn't you?
I know. It's just sometimes I be feeling like a little kid again. I be like, I got you. I'm gonna do it right this time. I'm gonna do it right in one mind. I gotta find the right way to do it. I'm freestyling. I'm not writing words. I'm freestyling the words.
Some people when they see people doing things that they can do better, they seem to hold it back.
Yeah.
But if I feel like you can do stuff and you can do it better, I'm gonna tell you need to do a little better than that to improve yourself.
Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate that.
Now, if this is a business that you want to pursue or a career, whatever you call it, you gotta do it right, and you gotta be able to stand some criticism. Criticism make things better.
Yes, it does.
You know, people ain't really criticizing you; they're giving you pointers so you can do better.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do it.
It may sound like you're being criticized, but that's not it.
I know. Trust me. I reach real criticism every day. Sometimes on this page when we go live and stuff, I see real criticism. So actually being able to see that versus hearing what you're saying right now, it's a whole big difference. That's why I'm taking yours with the real truth, honesty that you're putting it out with. Because other people, while you're telling me just don't cursing and stuff like that, other people might just be telling me to stop. And that's the difference because you understand that this is something I'm taking serious, and versus other people like you don't even need to do that.
I know what it's like to try to venture off into some stuff, but you gotta, you have a bigger audience that you have to attract, even if it is TikTok.
Yes, ma'am.
Some people can go in there and not like what you're saying, and then they can report it and have you not be on there.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to look out for stuff like that.
You're absolutely right. Yes, ma'am. That's absolutely right.
Other people listen, and if other people can listen and stuff can work out, then you're better. The more likes and more okays you get, however they do it, it makes it better for you. But you gotta do it right.
That's fine.
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not always that good.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice does make perfect, and I appreciate you even giving me some encouragement and giving me some actual feedback on what you, because I didn't know you was watching. I do know that you watch some of it. I be seeing you read my page sometimes, but I didn't know you was watching all of it. Just get what you watching.
She do. I can't lie. She will. She got it. She'll open your mail. Like, let me see what this is. It looks like it got something in here real quick. Let me check it out for you.
Grandma the same. We sit back and we do the same thing.
She will. And let you know what it is.
Where your mama? Your mama not at home, is she?
I don't think she is at home. Because I called, I even called her on Facebook twice. She didn't answer the phone.
So who at home? Nia?
Most likely Nia. I don't know. Because I called Mama on Facebook. She didn't answer. She either not home or asleep. But if she's not home... Oh, okay.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Yeah, she Nia's a little RN now.
Yeah, sure.
Not bad, though. They were rowdy.
You talking about my kids?
Yeah, they rowdy.
What's wrong? They ain't rowdy.
Ain't nothing wrong with being rowdy.
They just a little bit.
Spontaneous.
They got a lot of spontaneity into them. They're spontaneous. What you talking about? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You can't stand some of the things she do, but she can't. She will grow. She will grow, and she. You can't stand her. You didn't. Oh, God.
I cannot stand Lele.
You can. She got my face, and she is me. She is just the girl.
You know what? I'm gonna do a video on her acting up, and I'm gonna show y'all. Kaya and Tinker can be minding their own damn business. Lele can be playing with some shit. She look over there and see they peaceful. She gonna put that shit down she got, go over there and fuck with them.
Got to fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Really not. Lily's not really like that though. She's really not. Like, I don't know. She seems more so say like her and Kaya, they play like, because I know Tinka, she's more so say to herself a lot. She is. She likes to play on her own, but when she plays with her siblings, she does.
Oh,
I know Kaya and Lele, they play a lot more together.
How that is 8, 6, 5. 8, 6, and 5. I got a 4, 3, and 2-year-old as well. But our 3 is 8, 6, and 5. You know how that work? There's your hands.
And then she get tired of that, then take her just knock her damn head down and sit on her. And then they be hot.
My daughter.
But then she be done started that mess. I'm telling you, that girl is off the chain.
I need to let me get a hold of them for a few. Just let me get my daughters for a little bit. I promise you, they ain't gonna be off the chain. They gonna be right. I mean, they gonna get right. I promise y'all. They just need their ditty.
You ain't gonna be able to deal with her. You be beating on her.
I'm not gonna beat on her. I would never, but I understand how to talk to her. She listen. She just wants somebody that's gonna be right there. She be always talking. She wants somebody that's gonna just talk to her and talk to her constantly. She always want to tell everybody about everything. I know, but sometimes when you've been there for a long time, it's not that y'all don't talk to her. It's just y'all got other stuff to do. Me, I don't really got nothing to do. She can talk to me till her face turn blue, and I would love it. I got nothing to do. I'm not trying to out-talk. I just want to listen. I just want to listen. That is they do.
Because she will stand there, and if she asks you for something, you don't get it right then.
I already know.
And she'll look right at you.
And we'll be right here on the camera just doing it.
No, I can't. I don't want to be devil's advocate. She used to kind of do that with the milk. She would ask for a cup of milk. You give her a cup. She wants a second. You give her a second. She wants a third. But she's not really drinking the third or the fourth cup. So it's like, okay, like you just had milk, and you're not really drinking the milk you got, baby. I can't keep making you milk. But
so
she was adamant about wanting it.
But show her other stuff there. I know it's hard sometimes, but a child think they know what they want until they get other things to have. So
you don't know them that well.
I mean, I don't. I would love to if I had the chance and opportunity, but that's the reason why I'm sitting right here trying to do what I'm doing, because truth be told, they're just going to keep growing, and I would love to get to know them that well. And that's why I'm sitting right here with these moments and times, because it's not going to stop them from growing. So as they grow and everything, these are the only times I really get to hear these things. So it's the best time for me to keep these things in mind as they grow. And the next time you might tell me something totally different, because they done changed in the time that that they grow into, you know.
Everybody be telling me I'm lying until they don't believe me until they check that child firsthand. I'm gonna send you some videos.
Videos. I'd love to see the videos.
I'm gonna send y'all a video.
I want to see them when they're not acting up too. Yeah. And I want to see what's gonna happen when we tell her, hey, I bet you they'll run straight to the thing. I don't know what they're doing, but I bet you they'll run straight.
You just watch her.
I don't want to just watch her. I want to say hey to her.
You just watch her. She'll put her on now. She'll put her on her hand with your ass in a minute.
Yeah.
Just make you think she got some folk. She get around there with that little baby top, make her think she the sweetest thing in the world. And mess around there and don't give her what she wants. She'll show you.
I mean, I want to give her everything that she needs.
She's no damn sneaking. I had to get on her all the time. She like to sneak shit.
What she be sneaking up on? What she be sneaking for real?
That pretty red dragon up there thing.
I tell her no, so she be like, I'm gonna go get it anyway. She said,
You know
don't
what?
make it if
I'm
you're not meant to be drunk.
I'm thirsty.
I get it. I mean,
Go in there and do it.
Thirsty.
They alright, you know. I don't have too many problems because when I'm there with them by themselves, they be on their tablets, watching TV, or doing something, but they like to destroy the house, writing all over the walls and stuff. I make them clean it up, but they do that. That's what they do.
I'm gonna start making them some daily videos.
They really don't have no outlet to get outside and tap the outside, so they just tap the inside.
I mean, shit, we got all this land over here. I mean, truthfully, if I can get a lawnmower for real, and cut this grass, they can always come over here. It's so much land over here, and we literally got nothing to do.
I know you got so much land, baby, but I don't like driving that far.
Yeah.
And when I was able to drive, I did try to bring them to see you sometime.
Yeah.
I can't do it all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all got to start making some preparations yourself.
I mean, yeah.
When the weather get a little better and I start feeling better, we can start meeting back at that park where I take them to in Stockbridge all the time where my grandmama used to live. And y'all can play with them, but I ain't able to do none of that right now. And you know Cookie ain't gonna do it. Play with them, but I ain't able to do none of that right now. And you know Cookie ain't gonna do it. Don't nobody tell me what to do.
Yeah. I understand, and that's why I don't. That's why I'm not. You know, I be sitting right here. I know because you going through what you're going through right now, and it's hard for y'all. It's hard for everybody to move around. Life is tough, so I understand that. It's just I be thinking about the kids and stuff. So that's why sometimes when we be making videos and stuff like you say, talking and everything like that, I hope the girls do be able to see that at least. That's why I be like calling. I be telling her we can send the videos to y'all at least so y'all can see the kids or whatever. I know the girls probably don't got their own accounts or anything like that, but if they be on the tablets and stuff out there, I do be putting it onto YouTube so they at least can see our face on 1 or 2 videos. And I try to make the videos where we're not just singing and stuff like that.
I rather have them on YouTube and TikTok. I don't like them on there.
Yeah. I mean, I put it everywhere, so wherever I can get it to y'all, wherever they're at, because if they're watching the movies and stuff, I would like to get it to y'all so they can, like you said, they be on the tablet watching the movies and TV all day, so we make it like movies and TV so they can actually sit down and see us, because I know that they want to, and stuff.
I don't mind that, but I don't like little kids being exposed on there like that, you know. I don't really want them exposed on TikTok because these folks have all their kids all over TikTok naming some shit jump off or stuff jump off and people start, you know, doing shit. Then ain't nobody's fault but theirs because they're exposing their children to the public. And I don't like that.
If you expose your children to the public in the wrong way, yes. But if you do it in a way where you're trying to...
I'm not trying to expose my kids. No, hold on. I understand what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. But that's why I said I just want to send them the videos that we make. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Just the stuff that we make.
I show them that when I'm
Yeah.
I show it to them.
He's saying he's cute.
But I don't really like them all over that like that because, you know, you have to keep kids in a private setting most of the time. You know, you can do your TikToks and stuff. If you do it, put that little damn smiley face up over their face so won't nobody actually see their faces because there's too many perverts out there.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's why.
And you don't want your kids exposed to all of that.
You're right. And I'm that's why I sit here and I try to put myself out here first, you know. That's why I was like, see, I understand that though. That's why I don't want to put them out there like that. It's hard, but it's like, that's why I'm trying to do what I do. I do my music and stuff like that instead of just putting it all out there like that.
Ratings, but I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because you can get your ratings without exposing them. If you're going to expose your kid, don't show their faces.
But he's not trying to do that anymore. He's honestly just trying to actually show people that he's trying to get back to his kids.
I don't trust nobody. Why you keep wearing that Nike shirt? Every time I see you got that damn shirt on.
No, I don't. Every time you see me, I don't have this shirt on. I literally just found this shirt recently. The last time I saw you, I didn't even have this on. I had a whole different shirt on.
I've seen it on that thing with you on.
Oh, no. And if you are seeing multiple videos of me having multiple shirts, it's most likely
Stop dressing like a man and start dressing more like a lady.
I'm not dressing like a man. I do dress like a lady.
I haven't seen you.
Then I have. If you've seen the videos, you've seen me dress like a female. I'm not dressing like a male. In my clothing. It's called being comfortable.
I think comfortable too.
Good, I know you do.
I don't know, I've been laying down most of the day. I need to set up some, but every time I set up, I get, like most of the swimming in the head. I get dizzy. I have vertigo real bad.
What's vertigo?
Where you be dizzy, if you ever have this dizzy spells where you be dizzy a lot.
Oh.
That's vertigo.
Thank you. Thank you,
Well, I
baby.
had chemo, let's see, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think I had chemo yesterday. Yesterday was Wednesday, right? Yeah. Yeah, I had chemo on Wednesday yesterday.
How long is your chemo treatments?
How is the chemo affecting you, actually?
Every time I have chemo, I have a couple of bad days after it.
I don't like that at all, honestly. The chemo, it's not, I mean, either way it goes, it's not too good, but that chemo is just introducing yourself to a lot of extra stress, and if it works, even if it works, it's still a lot of other stuff you're putting your body through to kill that.
This chemo is important when you have cancer.
I mean, I understand that, and it's everybody's personal choice.
And you have to have chemo because with the chemo, it's taking away the bad.
You didn't let me know you had bone marrow
Yo,
cancer.
I feel like chemo is for
cancer.
everybody's personal choice because it's each and every person their own. I'm on live to say that.
If she doesn't have chemo with bone marrow cancer, she could start losing her mind and actually slipping.
I understand that, but some people.
I didn't know she had bone marrow cancer. That's why I was like, okay, well, if you're taking it with bone marrow cancer, that actually helps you stay in the mental capacity, but also in the physical capacity that you actually need to be in.
It's just there's still a lot of stress in the body still. There's still a lot of stress in the body. There's a lot of stress on the body, sweetheart. So either way, she's an older lady.
Yeah. So it actually affects it differently.
Her grandmama.
But so do Kiki and them still stay with Auntie Missy?
Can I?
Miss Kiki.
Oh, okay.
Greenville got their own place.
Cause I thought
Y'all, you
they
need
were
to
still
stay, 'cause
staying
y'all gotta
with
understand something.
I thought she was still
I'm
staying
on
with
live.
Auntie
I can't.
Missy and
If she
stuff for a
takes
while.
chemo for herself, some stuff that you understand, I can't tell people to just do chemo because some people don't agree with that. Even if it does help out in the long run or whatever, I don't know the actual thing for that, but I do know it can harm. And understandably, so while I'm on live with people on there, I just want to say one side and the other. It's for her. But I'm also talking from one side. Don't ask me if that's rude to even say stuff like that. It's for her. That's why I say I understand stuff, but you have to understand what I'm on.
Okay, that's good.
So,
I wonder if she was still staying with
chemo
Greenville.
is helpful, but it's
I know,
also
but
harmful at the same
is she
time.
dealing
It's
with it?
radiation. Some people have actually been harmed from that.
Okay. So now she got her first and only tattoo right after. That was actually cute as a commemoration. But yes, I'm gonna try calling Grandma again on probably FaceTime on Facebook. But she don't be answering her phone number, but I be trying to call her Uncle Jid. I don't get really answers from them. I be texting my best friends on that side though. I be getting in contact with them a lot, and they be letting me know like little updates and stuff like that as far as how everybody doing on that side.
It can, but you gotta understand something. She's older, and so it's not just about her. Because understandably so, Mama, she's older right now, so it could also be harmful, and we could lose her quicker than anything.
That's why, like, when I talk to Uncle Jid,
but this is my life, sweetheart, and I was just talking to her about how I felt about it. She's still taking it. She's choosing to take it. So I was just telling her how I felt about it.
I've seen a couple of videos that
I was like, just be
posting, like,
careful, because truth be told, it
and I
can
can tell
hurt.
about how she's walking. She's walking a lot better on her leg.
If you have a problem with it,
she
sweetheart,
doesn't have to actually wear her knee brace as much to help her stand because, you know, her strokes.
She's already, like I said, I was just explaining to her how I felt about it because it's my first time even hearing about her being on chemo. So I was like, how is chemo affecting you? And let me tell you about this at the third, because truth be told,
I know she got a little
she says that right now.
I know, Nanny.
And later, hey baby, can you block her? Not block her. Just mute her for me. Just mute her. I don't really want to see her comments. India Remy. So can you just mute her comments for me, baby? I don't feel like seeing her comments. So any one of y'all who actually is the thing, just mute her comments for me. You ain't gotta block her. She can stay in the live. Just mute her.
And she don't be remembering that times, but I understand that she's not quite there as far as her memories go. So it's like, okay, well, just let me coach you back until you actually remembering who I am or stuff like that. Like, even when last time I had talked to her, I asked her about Daddy, and she was like, yeah, you know, I don't know how long he still got to stand. I said, Grandma, I'm coming home. Your son is coming home. He ain't got to stay. But then I realized with her having so many strokes and also her having dementia, almost Alzheimer's, it is messing with her memory as she keeps growing. And
she can be if she want to be. Yeah, she was getting on my nerves too. She can be if she want to be. She's definitely the vibe for me. I mean, I like her.
How everybody else doing though?
I haven't told you that 3 times. You got dementia?
No, I ain't got dementia. I was asking about everybody else.
She got dementia. Like, she got dementia, baby. She got dementia. Her brain be going in and out. I swear, dude.
No, it don't.
It's a dude.
Well, I say everybody doing all right. Everybody doing all right. I'm over here minding my own business.
Oh, okay.
I'm over here being peace and quiet. I don't worry about what
Did
they
I say something?
Okay.
Did I do something?
I'm finna ask. I was most likely gonna call Nia to see if she answered. Because she's probably just getting off work. They should be at the house by now.
Until she wasn't. Like I said, it's just I didn't want to see her comments after a certain point, baby.
But,
certain shit don't really need to be explained.
What?
I was asking, do you want me to call you back?
Just stay on the phone.
Huh?
I'm just laying down watching TV.
Talk to your grandma. You don't get a chance like this often.
But, as far as, like, with the surgery, what are they going to do with that?
For me?
Yeah.
They gonna just do my blood, draw the blood out my body. You know, like when you go and do, when you go in plasma, when
Baby, I don't. Let me explain something to you. It's not about the defense that I needed to. They thinking that I'm doing anything, they can just sit here and watch me, baby. You didn't even know if I was or not either.
I thought they had to cut you off for
Let me explain something to you. I get that you was defending something, but understandably so, Mama. I know we know the situation. Y'all just gotta be one to understand that.
Boom, you wake up just healed.
I respect that, though. I appreciate that.
Well, that's good. At least you'll be able to just
because people switch up, baby. People switch up. Like, I get to read the comments when y'all don't think I'm reading the comments. When I get out my live, the comments is still there for me. So when I go back and I sit down and I get to see what people say and stuff like that, I realize who should and shouldn't be, or who ain't and who is. And if you want to support. And when you get to the supporting side, but when you're on the unsupporting side, baby, you don't need to be in the line where you can put that all the way in my sight. The stuff that I need to see sometimes don't need to be the bad stuff all the time. And sometimes I see where you pinning bad stuff or this, that, and the third, or whatever you want to pin.
Yeah, that is like a
that's not really needed all the time, baby. What's needed is somebody who can say, share the live, do this, tap the screen, do this. Sometimes that's the stuff that's really needed, because if you see I'm trying to avoid seeing the bad shit, baby, pushing that shit in front of somebody's face to try to get a juicier comment out of somebody ain't really it. That if you're on that side, stay on that side and just stay in the comments. If you want to be on the good side and learn how to be actually straight with your life and everything like that, start learning what to push in front of people. Start learning what to say. If not, you can remove yourself. I don't care, baby girl. And if you decide that you're bored, you'll come back. Because truth be told, you're only here because you're bored. It's the ones that's here because of more than boredom that's actually meant to be something.
Well, that's good.
But the ones that just here for boredom, that's why you're easily able to switch. One day you're here, one day you're not.
Help you as far as with the cancer and stuff and fix it like that.
I'm not here for boredom. I'm here for my life. Again, I'm the one that got to do it right, because truth be told, again, you see what's going on as of right now. So regardless, when people say, oh, I'm not here for that, this, that, and third, like I say, I'm here to start a business. I'm here to get my kids. I'm here to do it all at one thing, because I got one life to live. And I got to do it at one time. Regardless if you can care or not. Because truth be told, tomorrow I still got to be here. The next day I'm still going to be here.
Dang. Because I was wondering, because I know they, the other one, because it was bad and left him with that one. So he had still a clean kidney that could actually flush out all the toxins in his body that are hurting him.
Mutant off. I didn't mute you. I didn't take mutant off for you, baby. I thought I added that onto you.
Good.
I thought you had everything, love. My bad. Let me see. I thought you had everything, love. My bad. Let me see.
No, he just need to probably walk around a little more.
He said he gonna walk more now. He can do everything, man.
Yeah, he need to. He really do. But he need to get up and start moving around. You know, that would actually help him as far as
I think
him
you got
keeping his weight down, but also him actually keeping his health.
You still got it, love. Okay, baby. Listen, don't say my real name. You can say it. That's if you mad, you get to say it, baby. You mad? Okay, Charlie. I like it.
Yeah, he's stubborn all the time.
That's what you want to call me when you mad, baby. Just let it go. At least you know my real name.
Oh, yeah.
What you doing, Naya?
What Naya doing?
Everything.
Oh.
You're just busy, so I'm gonna be still.
That ain't me.
Fine with that. Yeah. Find something to do.
Saying my name like you know me is crazy, though.
That's cute.
I'm so glad to be still.
Tell me some stuff about my babies that all the stuff that you be complaining about. I want some good stories, baby. I want some real ones. Y'all got so many between you and her. Y'all got everything that I would love to hear. I want to know, because you're always talking about how they bad on the show. I want to know how they good.
I'm gonna pick up and see y'all when she in her rap form.
Her rap sheet.
She got about 2 teeth at the bottom.
Oh, she has.
She gonna tell me all about her rap sheet. Chat, it's just real.
No, she happy for the tooth fairy come to see you.
That baby weighs 68 pounds.
Baby, you know I like you and I love you. And you're gonna be okay, baby. It's what real, mama?
He saw Gravity on video chat a while back.
Yeah, a while back. It wasn't too much. After that, you know, yeah, every time I get to see it, it's a little bit more.
What you got now, yeah?
Just a little bit more shows. Yeah.
I can't see that part.
Okay, she's still dealing with knives.
I know. Shit, that's the point. When you deal with somebody with kids, they have split mind. That's why I be trying to tell you, you gotta have all attention and all the attention at once. Because truth be told, she's here and she's there. I'm showing you how you gotta do the same thing. You gotta be on Shay line. You heard? What's up with you, beautiful? Baby, that's rocks, beautiful. I collect rocks for it. That's rocks. Why you? Why, sweetheart? Again, sweetheart, I don't. It's not about somebody going to bat for me yesterday. It's about on a day-to-day basis. When you switch up like that, like I said, I just don't want to see it today.
I don't know. I don't think she be having her.
But I don't get why you. That's the point. Me ignoring the ignorance is by telling her it's just like, baby, I don't want to see it right now because it's. Baby, I get that you don't give a fuck, baby. You want to get blocked too, baby. You want to not blocked. I'm just muting. You can stay in the live, but do you want to just not be able to be seen? What you saying?
The phone is the ringer on, yes, but she not.
You know, Remy be switching up on the daily sometimes. You know, Remy be switching up on the daily sometimes, baby. She got her moment. She say something one day and then say something next.
I really do miss actually sitting on the porch with that lady most mornings.
No, baby.
We sit out there all day, have a fan in the back door, breathe it up from the backyard to the front. So the house would stay high.
No, I never said she called me out or switched up. I just said I didn't want to see that. They said I switched up on her. I'm not that type of person to say somebody switched up. I don't. Tomorrow is a new day, baby. And next second is a new second, baby. But right now, I just don't want to see it.
Okay.
Love you, and I'm sorry that I stopped having. I wasn't not stop having. I was trying to let y'all have a conversation because I know y'all ain't talked in a minute, mama. And sometimes I be wanting to see y'all talk and actually converse because I know she be saying that she miss y'all so much and everything like that. It just be sometimes when she do connect, I don't think it's just hard for her to figure out what to talk about. And I be asking her like, why is it that when you go to talk to your family, you ask about everybody else, but the person that's on the phone, yeah, but like talk to them about them and gather some real things, or tell about yourself and what's going on with you. Share stuff, you know, like when me and her was just talking, we was able to talk about the breaded crafts, the arts, and everything like that. It was a real actual conversation to be had. That's why I was like, for you, sometimes, mama, it's just everywhere. But Central, y'all got enough time to be able to share with each other all the things that you miss.
It's never been like that, baby. I've always, been like she is.
I know. I know, and it's hard. It's hard to actually understand that sometimes because when you understand that, it's just like you be wanting different. I'm like, mama, you got to do more than just talk. Sometimes it's about what you talk about. It's about how you share and take the moments to do what you do in those moments. But
see, that's how you can't change that.
Yeah, I know.
Some things about her you can't change, so I understand.
I do. I just had to understand it first before I could realize what was going on. And now that I realize what's going on, I'd be like, I'm not trying to really change. I just be trying to add myself into her world. Sometimes if she allow it to be there.
Well, you be in my world.
You can be who she be. I treat all of them individual because I know all of them got individual personalities.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, so it is. Yeah, that's the thing. I appreciate y'all for letting me know what I was getting myself into, though.
Yeah, you jumped in that shit. Didn't nobody tell you to jump in there.
I had first by accident, but you know. Warning signs are available at any point in time.
What no damn warning sign?
Y'all, hey, look, pull it to the side.
She jumped into the same shit. She wasn't worrying for the shit. She jumped in with you.
I mean, she wasn't, but that was different, though. I mean,
both y'all just went head up into some shit.
I mean, yeah, you're right, though. You're absolutely right. But that we were young, and now where we at is we're trying to. Now that we actually not just head first in it, we actually got out of it, and now we're sitting here like, well, what we did when we were in it, we need to actually
You done called me so many dirty bitches. You hoe, you this and you that.
You know what had happened was,
You done called me so many of them times. You know, it's a one night you can talk to.
it is a wonder, but you know, because I grow every single day, and that damn.
Disrespectful ass, that's what you was.
That was like and from there, that's why I try to show you every single day. That's why every single time we on the phone, I might be like, "Hey, look, I'm not cursing as much in my songs, or I'm not doing this like this anymore." Because truth be told, I did grow. I am growing from that. Like I said, I was younger. I was 16, 17, 18, and I'm 24, and I'm trying to show that every single day, I'm not the same person that I was yesterday. And it's taking me time to get there, but at least I'm doing it, because doing it alone is what y'all leaving me at. Because you're like, well, you're not doing it with you. I was trying to help you. I had to get there first. I had to get there, and I'm here now. So I try to show every single day, hey, look, I'm here. I might slip back once or twice, but it's accidental slip back. It's not on purpose.
Can I get a Picasso?
But no. No. But it's that's why I'm here every single day to show, like, hey, look, I do not want to make the same decisions that I did yesterday or earlier today. Anytime that I did it, but I'm moving forward and remembering that though, because it's something about actually taking the things that you do and actually remembering. It's not just keep on doing it and then not having no remorse for it or anything like that. It's about actually knowing that this could hurt a person's feelings or something like that. So let's show them the other side as well. Yes. I want you to see all sides.
And you know what? If I didn't see you trying to change, I wouldn't talk to you.
I know. I really appreciate that, and that's what means the most to me, is because it's about the thing of me changing. That's why I put this out every single day. Instead of, like I told her, I could sit back every single day, but that wouldn't actually be seen as nothing, because then we don't talk every single day or nothing like that. But any point in time that you would want to come see me or anything like that, you absolutely can, and it can show at that point in time. If you catch me, like when I ain't gonna lie, when Miss Cookie caught me cursing her out for that one time, she had every right to feel mad and stuff like that, because at that one point in time, I was not saying the right stuff. But like I told her, from those days, it be different things that you can come see me at different times. It's not always just that one mind, but sometimes I will catch me.
You want me to tell you exactly what Cookie's issue is?
Yes. Sort of.
You ready?
Yes.
You feel like that you feel that you have to always talk for Honey when Honey can talk for herself. Because when she, listen, when she talking to Honey, or somebody's talking to Honey, you butts in. See, Cookie don't know how to tell you to shut up. I do.
I know.
That's Cookie's biggest problem with you. Because when she's talking to Honey, you're in the background saying something, or you always butting in.
Because sometimes when y'all talk to Honey,
when Cookie is talking to Honey, you just listen. Let her talk to her child.
I know, and that is to her, dog.
Any comments? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's my biggest problem with you. See, she don't know how to tell you to shut up, let me talk to Honey. I'm talking to Honey. See, they don't do that. I will tell you, Chavez, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Honey, now be quiet.
Oh, fucking government. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You have to understand, I had to learn from my pappy. He told me one time when me and my mama had a conversation that we actually did somewhat have an argument. But he told me straight up, listen, I know you're upset, I know you pissed off, but you have to understand that's still your mother. I'm not saying that you have to agree with what she's saying, but hear her out. Let her express herself, then you express yourself, and then y'all go from there.
Sometimes Miss Cookie should.
Sometimes she does say a little off-the-wall stuff, but at the same time, you can't let an off-the-wall comment take you out your
Sometimes I gotta understand. I just wanna. Sometimes I be wanting to. It's not nothing against Miss Cookie, and I know she's a grown woman, but I'm grown too. So now I am grown, and it's like, Miss Cookie, I get that you want to talk to Honey, and sometimes I want to talk to you too, and I want her to see my mind first, because understandably so, she just don't like me at all. This your daughter.
Listen, it's not all about what you want her to hear from you first.
No, but I've been shutting up since
I was 16. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be first in that conversation.
Sometimes you
need
have
to
be the bigger person by letting somebody
and be quiet. Let Missy call me. I'll call you back and finish fussing at you.
All right.
Okay, love you.
All right, love you.
Y'all too.
All right.
Don't talk about me when I get out.
I'm not. Swear, I'm not. Bye.
You're not. Love you.
Yeah, let's
But yes, my folks are very adamant on self-respect to your parents.
I was about an hour call.
Trying to
you see, that was an hour call, baby.
That was trying to hear, but also listen. That's why I said, like, trust me. With them, I've had to learn. Let them say their piece. Let them say their piece. You can say your piece, but just let them say what they gotta say. Let them finish.
But mama, you gotta understand something for me. For me though, y'all, what you don't understand is, for me,
yes,
it's not that y'all wasn't family. Y'all not family now. Y'all are family now. But before, y'all wasn't family. And when I came into the situation, it was more like, I've been shutting up since 14, 15, 16, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ever since I had to, because your mama was grown, but now I'm grown, and now she's the one that won't take the phone. I'm never home, but then she got the kids apparently.
Yeah.
And now we got to do all these things in contact, but it's, oh, hell, this, that, and third. Like I said, how long am I supposed to stay shut up? Because, like I said, y'all tell me to be quiet and let her do this, and she's been this way forever. And I'm like, well, y'all want me to fall straight in line with what's going on, with what's happening here. I can't do that. Because then what's happening is still going to be happening. I'm still not with my kids. She's not ever home to be with the kids, this, that, and the third. I got to speak up for something. Come talk to me.
No, I don't want you.
It's still going to be happening. I'm still not with my kids. She's not ever home to be with the kids, this, that, and the third. I got to speak up for something. Come talk to me.
No, I don't want you falling.
My bad, mama. Can I get the thing?
Yeah. She couldn't put it in better words, but she was trying to get you to see is, it's not the fact of not talking back, but like you said, it's how you say certain stuff. And
but let me explain something to you. Like I keep trying to explain to you, mama, I've been being quiet since I met you.
I'm not saying you have to be quiet. You should be able to say what you want and express the way you feel.
But that's the issue, though. Y'all just say, you can't tell me I should be able to say one thing and then at the same time also turn around and say, well, you just got to let her say what she said.
What I'm saying is, you can't
Which
say
one
those.
is it?
Hear me out. What I'm saying is, let her say what she says. But after that, express how you feel. But still, you're still going to have to let that other person say what they say, just like you want them to allow you to say what you want to say.
But, mama, after she says what she says, let me explain something to you. After she says what she says,
on both
right?
sides, and you are giving your respect factor. It just comes a point where they have to actually find a way to give you.
She was talking about the bread.
Them.
She was actually giving me ideas about doing the bread and stuff. She knows this is my business. Y'all, it's not slaving.
No, she was giving him ideas about how to actually do it, even as far as how to make certain stuff, doing more solid curlers. She's trying to get you to branch out in your business, as even the fact of her helping you with saying, well, if you do have the profit, you have the profit.
I respect my partner.
Personal profit.
You think I don't respect my partner? Let me explain something to you.
Towards the business, but also the money
you say you and your girl 24 or whatever the case may be. I respect my partner, but it's not that I ever have disrespected my partner, or not in the way that y'all would think. See, y'all call disrespect because I might say something like out of pocket, like I might call her out her name, or this, that, and the third. But it's like I tell you, I've known her for 10 years. We got a married couple life. We have grown from best friend to friends and all this stuff. So sometimes when you hear me talking to her, like saying shit like bitch and this, that, and the third, y'all might catch me on a day that it's not really me talking to her. I am talking to her as a partner, but I'm talking to her like a best friend. Like, bitch, get your shit together. What the fuck is wrong with you? And shit like that. Y'all don't understand it, though. Because y'all see a man talking to a nigga, to his girl, or whatever the case may be, and you see me calling out her name and calling her stupid and this, that, and third. But I'm the type of person that's really like a real-ass nigga that's telling her straight up, you're not street smart. You need to get street smart. You're not doing this. Me and her both have been to jail. We got warrants out for our arrest right now. So when you think I'm trying to talk as sophisticated as I am, like I tell people, the only reason I get sophisticated because I'm still on the business mindset. I got my motherfucking breaded crafts and this, that, and third. But truth be told, I could be as hood as I want to be. I could be sitting here smoking weed, doing whatever the fuck I want to do. But I'm not, because I'm still trying to balance a life that I want to have.
Also trying to give your kids a great role model to look up to, as far as you don't have to go do it the street way, or as far as that, you can have common sense, you can have street sense.
It's a mirror.
But you can still move the right way.
That's what I keep trying to explain to y'all. See, when y'all think y'all know most of my life, y'all don't even know half of it. Because y'all just got to experience a time where I have to sit right here and been sitting right here the whole time, where y'all be like, why are you bringing this part of your life out? Because as all them excuses you just heard, everybody get to still come back in and be like, but you stand out there for your kids. You still not doing shit for your kids. I'm like, well, y'all didn't get to hear that one live way back when I finally got them on the phone to hear every single thing that we were saying for a whole hour. Y'all didn't get to see that part. Because back to the day when y'all heard me doing this or saying this, y'all still see a person that's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. I said, well, I'm the person with a broken smile that got to sit here and just accept it until somebody sees that, hey, look, I'm doing the best I fucking can, bro. I'm trying my best. I'm giving every option in the motherfucking book.
You are.
But if you weren't there for me to give them options, maybe you see the options where I'm sitting right here still doing this, but you won't see it because you'll be like, you're playing in bread, you're doing this, you're doing that. Me, you're not even trying. I'm like, well,
like I'm not actually doing what I should be looked up to based on what you don't do and how you do stuff. And that's not fair.
This is the whole life. This is not just half the life, because people get mad at me for putting my life out there on the line. I be like, listen, bro, I had to put my life out there on the line because if I didn't, it was telling me my kids was going to be this age or this age before I ever got there. Let me get the charger from over there. Before I got there, and my kids are already this age, and I'm sitting right here. What's the problem? Like I told her, she said, oh, they be watching movies, this, that, and the third. But if they're doing all of that, why can't they sit right here and actually being able to fucking see me? I make these movies, I do this every single day. It's not an actual, it's a home movie, but that's the point. It's a home movie for my kids to see. They can see the other stuff and this, that, and third. I hear them on the phone, always want to see mommy and talk like this. So that's why I keep telling her, mama, speak more, do this, that, and the third, because like I said, it's for them to see us the most. Do I listen to her? It's not that I don't listen to her. Like I keep trying to explain to y'all. Listening to her ain't really the biggest thing for me to do. When honestly and truthfully, I mean, we listen, we talk all the time, but we know each other. Y'all think I don't listen because I cut her off or some shit like that.
She listens.
I listen. We talk. Had more times than a little bit. We talk so much to the point of where when y'all think I'm not listening, I'm like, shit, well, I got more than a little bit of time to listen. It's just what we're going to actually talk about is the question.
Yeah. As far as how the conversation.
Like I tell her, sometimes when we talk, it's not about what I'm listening to. It's about what we're actually conversing about.
Yes.
So if I'm using this to try to get my kids back and all of that, let me explain something to you. She's not. But sometimes she's in real life. She's in real life, so she's trying to actually just live her life. But like I told her, in real life and still living our life, we got a life to fight back, to get back to. We're fighting for life as well. That's the problem. We're fighting to get back to a life. And so like I tell her, sometimes while living your life and stuff like that, we can afford to live our life off camera. On camera, it's not that we're not affording to live our life. We need to live our life up to a certain standard. No, is it fake? No, but we need to be able to, we need to show every single thing on camera that we don't do. Like I said, we can sit back and watch TV off camera because that might just get banned.
Yeah.
But on camera, we sit right here and we actually make connections. Because y'all tell us everything about us getting out the house and this, that, and third. This is us getting out the house. Because while we can't sit, while y'all think we're sitting right here, we're talking to 39 people right now.
We can get out the house.
And that's more people than anybody get to talk to on the daily, or do talk to on the daily, other than if you're working at a drive-thru and stuff. But y'all, we're saying more words and give you more action than any motherfucking person. You working at a... What the fuck is going on out there? Hey, Pop, how the hell you get here?
Because I heard it too. I was like, wait.
When the hell you get here? How the hell you get here? Where the hell did you come from?
Because I was like, okay, now I know I just heard it, so I'm not the only one actually hearing something in the background. But yes, you guys, it is how you actually do certain stuff. And no, you guys, it's not cutting me off. We actually do have good conversations and talks, like even as far as certain stuff. We even talked about it as today, as far as we were watching Flash, and there was a scene where Cisco and Flash didn't get along. They both had two different ideals. They actually talked about it, and it went one way for both of them. What? They didn't agree on the same action, but they knew how to talk to each other as far as letting them know, like, hey, look, I might not agree with you on this situation, but I'll still hear your side out and actually, like actually see what you see from that side. I'm not saying I'm not going to help you. I'll help you. I just don't agree with you.
Thought it was 12. Y'all said y'all got orange. We do. Oh, damn. Because, sweetheart, so what? I was at my home overnight. It's different to get out the house and being at a friend's house overnight What I mean by getting out the house is different. Like, we want to get out and do stuff ourselves. We ain't got the money to do all that. My homie came and picked me up and took me with him. It was my friend. You know what I'm saying? So that's when your friend want to get you out the house, they don't care if you got money or not. They say, bruh, show me.
Exactly.
Chilling. Fact. She said, he called me up and said, let's smoke, let's drink. But that ain't none of y'all business what we was doing. We was chilling. I haven't seen my homie in a minute. Again, y'all see me sitting here every single day. The one time that y'all want to hold on to that one mind, I said, well, look at the time after that and the time before that. That's the one time that y'all want to hold on to. Show the fuck what? The one time she got out before that, y'all didn't get a chance to see. He wasn't here. Like, so it does not matter what the fuck we was doing yet. Maybe we was, maybe we wasn't. Again, I go all types of ways. It does not matter what I do in the bedroom. Like, why are you so worried about what I was doing in the bedroom? I got out the house. We got out the house. Like, that's the whole point. I was able to actually be able to go somewhere for one time. And while I was gone, she was able to chill and relax here. We got some time away from each other for once. It wasn't a bad thing.
It really wasn't. I never slept that good in that bed. No, I'm so serious. Like, I see what you mean as far as, like, the space, as far as the bed goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
By yourself, it's just a better sleep.
It's more room.
It's way more to sleep. That's why I be like, Mama, it's always, it's a lot.
I ain't gotta, okay, I can't throw my leg this way because he right there.
It's a lot.
Twist this way because it's more comfortable to actually sleep in your own little space sometimes. Really
hey, bro, listen, don't ask me mine like that. If you want to be mine, text me, and you ain't definitely don't ask her, my bad. And you can ask me to be mine, actually, and I don't let people, you got 0 followers. You're brand new to this shit. And if you haven't even been here, boss, let me explain something to you. It's not really, you gotta understand, it's not really a thing to be a mod over here. Everybody wanting to be a mod over here is, I don't get for what. Because until I see a mod doing the right shit, I see some mods who's doing the right shit, and they're doing, that's why I don't even have to mention that. Yeah. But for somebody to ask to just be a mod and stuff like that, man, it's crazy because it's just like, for what?
No, it really doesn't make sense for someone to be like, okay.
It's not that he begging. I'm expressing him. I get that you want to be a mod and everything, but just come back over here a little bit time. Let me see your face a couple of times. Let's actually talk. Yeah. Let me see how you acting and feeling and stuff before you just decide that you want. Before I decide if I actually want to see my. I understand that. Text me on the back end and actually talk about it. Because the people that I actually got as mods, I got a few who should be removed. But I just have not. But the ones that I have removed or made mods, they text me and be all right.
They actually talk to you about...
They talk to me. I got the people that I ask because it's truth be told, bro. This shit right here ain't really for me. I don't do this shit for fame. I do this shit for my kids to be able to see my time on the daily. I post my music and shit. That's what I do. I do music. I do this, that, and the third to try to actually get some stuff up. But I make stuff out of bread and stuff like that, but my real life and stuff is for my kids to actually understand that each and every day that I wasn't able to see them or talk to them, I was sitting here making more than every single effort to try my hardest to get to them and see them and talk to them. I appreciate you. But because it's not for y'all to judge me or tell me something. I want my kids to be able to have that actual judgment at the end of the day. Because if they feel like after that, well, Dad, you could have did this, you could have did that, I'd be like, well, you're absolutely right, but I didn't have a car, I didn't do this. Well, you could have took Uber. If they feel like that at that time, maybe they just grow into the part of the world. But hopefully they don't get that mindset where they feel like break yourself and say, well, I'm breaking myself in every single capacity all the way down to the point of where I made it to the point of where I have to call these people to say, I'm going to come over there and about stand in your face. And they telling me, if you do, we were going to call the police. So... yeah. And I'm telling y'all, we got warrants. So before anybody try to tell me to go put myself on court cases and this, that, and third, I'm telling y'all, I got a warrant. Let's talk about that for 2 seconds. If we got VOPs and warrants and all of that, that won't actually help us do nothing but already be where we're at. Except for maybe on child support or something of the sort. Because me and her both would technically have to be on child support because now they're making women pay child support. So we would be sending her mama the money for money that we don't even have.
And the fact of it is...
or shit like that. So when y'all talk about all the stuff, y'all got to look at the shit for what it really is. We would still have to be sending them money and everything for showing people that don't even help work with us right now. And doing all the things. And y'all say have the government already. I'm like, well, we already kind of got the government. They're going to see the VOPs. They're going to see the charges. They're going to see this. And that's not going to help now. And then let's talk about the real facts of the case is, the grandma's supposed to have custody, but she the kids is with her mama. Her mama's never there at the house. All these things might start get looked at when you honestly bring the government into it. So why do it like that? Yeah. When truth be told, the simplest and the hardest, but the best method would be, let's sit right here and actually make the right way and be like, hey, let's talk to your mama. We don't have to bring these other people who gonna just come in and see that this shit right here.
And not actually try to help it.
And you get what I'm saying? So you got to think about all the fucking that before you decide to just say, bring somebody else up out of your life. Well, we did that at one point in time, and that's what already got the situation where it is now. Imagine if we bring it back again. That's not really something that you want to do. You have to actually think about that. Exactly. But if y'all don't understand those things, or you can't hear it, you won't until somebody try to do it for you. I hate if you have kids and somebody tries to bring an outside source in, and then you realize how much that outside source ain't helping nobody. Y'all was supposed to help each other and come to an agreement. If y'all couldn't come to an agreement, why you think somebody else gonna come and force that agreement to happen? And that's gonna work.
Or try to make an agreement that's not helping neither one of y'all.
Ask yourselves that. If you gonna sit here and can't make the agreement upon yourself on your own, you think somebody's coming in forcing this shit gonna make it actually be any better? No, it's just gonna be a lot of stretched tension every single time. And this, that, and the third. And the kids is gonna be the ones being thrown around. We got 3 together. I got 6 myself. But the kids are the ones that's going to be affected the whole time because as they're going through it and being used as pawns, because it's going to be words going to be said back and forth that shouldn't be said around the kids or this, that, and third. But people aren't going to be happy about that because we're going to be the adults going to be able to say those things. So we got to start making real life decisions to decide, hey, it's not just about us and how we're affected about this situation. It's about them kids who still got to grow up. No matter if we motherfucking leave this earth today or not.
They still are growing.
They're still going to be here and growing into this earth.
Waking up and every day.
3 girls. I got 5 girls, but 3 with her. All 3 of them are girls. I got 1 boy. But you got to understand these things. If you don't understand these things, you'll never know it. People so busy telling me, oh, this, that, and that. I'm like, well, I hope you never go through the situation. And then because if you ever understand what's going on, I hope you just understand from this side.
And not actually having to go through it.
And not go through it yourself. Yeah.
Because that's a different type.
I may not be saying nothing to you, baby, but no problem. It ain't for you. I'm 34, I've been through a lot. And that's the point. I'm 24, not trying to go through that much. Because by the time I get there, that's 10 more years. But that's 10 more years for me and 10 more years for my kids. How old is my oldest? She's 8. About to be 9, July 6th, right? First, my bad. Her birthday's the 6th. Her birthday's the 6th.
You good.
Her birthday's the 6th, my bad. About to be 9 on July 1st. Her birthday is 6th. My birthday July 22nd. It's a lot of July birthdays.
It is a lot of July birthdays.
But the problem is, 10 years from now, she gonna be 19 or 18.
She is.
Y'all want me to wait 10 years to see my child or anything like that? That's great, but she won't be that little girl, that child.
She won't. You won't actually see her be able to grow into that woman that she can be when she grows up.
That's the point. No, I'm 24. She's 24 too. We're not trying to sit here and wait 5 more years, 10 more years, whenever it takes to actually be able to go get all of that together where we can get rights to the child and all that, because that's how long it's going to take.
It is.
Because either way it goes, you're going to have to do that anyway. Where fighting for rights for a child, and then the child still get to choose that, hey, look, you don't get rights to me, I'm my own person, the fuck. And you have to realize that from the get-go. So I'm like, who the fuck gonna sit here and fight for rights, sign rights, this, that, and third? There's none of that. My child is my child.
Kids can literally
We're both
emancipate themselves now from their actual adults at the age of 13 on
you think,
up.
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. That's the whole point. They can watch this live, and then they got to go watch every single thing else after that. They have to watch all the stuff together, and they understand I'm just a person. We people who don't even have our kids right here. So before you can judge us how we act without our kids, everybody was who they were before they had their kids, and then they had to change into who they were from the moment they had them. You had to stop smoking. You had to stop moving around like this. You had to start staying in because first off, you had another child who had to take care of. But while they're not here, you might not see me move the correct way that you might see me move around my child, because first off, how am I supposed to move? You want me to show you that every single day? Well, my child might not need that type of movement, for one. Because by the time they get here, they'll be different. There'll be a whole difference.
It will. People don't give you a fucking.
See, a child from a baby is different from a child from a toddler, and then a child from a toddler is different from a teenage child. By the time my child get here, that's why I said this one's about to be 9. My other is 6 and 5. How old will they be before they actually get to stay here on the daily basis? Versus actually being able to stay here, fuck the daily basis, let's say weekly, seeing them once a week. Shit, seeing them once a month. And just that day, I'm going to act proper, because if I only had to see them once a motherfucking month, I'm going to definitely be prepared for that, if I even get there. But being there all day, every day, that's something that's there. But like I said, that's a time to work up to. It wasn't a time to work up to when we fucked and we had the children, but when they were just not taken away or taken away, whatever the case may be, that's when you have to actually now think about everything you got to do to get them back while still living your life while they're not here.
Exactly. That's a whole different ballgame. She basically got to kiss a lot of ass without actually kissing ass.
The kids can't be stoned when I'm dead. Let me ask you something. My kids will care about something their daddy is doing. You get what I'm saying? So whatever daddy and mommy is doing, they would love it, because that's what kids do. I mean, they're running around right now wanting to talk to us about everything that they do. It's not about them stunning the breadcrumbs and stuff, baby. The breadcrumbs is what I would be doing while my kids would be running around. It's my job. It would be my job. It's still my stuff to do. It's not about if they wanted to do it. When you see somebody own a mattress store, the child that grew up in the life of their dad owning a mattress store, they probably didn't care about mattress, but their daddy had a mattress store. I went and jumped around in the mattress store all the time until I grew up and realized everything that came with that mattress store, mom.
Yeah.
So you sitting right here thinking that they're supposed to care. Let me explain something to you. You think they're going to care about me being a motherfucking drive-thru worker? No. A warehouse worker? No. Let me explain something to you. They not going to care if I was working a teacher job, a doctor job, none of the fucking shit, because truth be told, they're going to decide what passion they want to have.
Exactly.
My daughter sings all the time. My other daughter loves to do arts and crafts.
She does.
So when you tell me what my kids might not like, don't tell me shit that I might not know until I get there, bitch. Because that's going to piss me off, because that's the whole point. I'm sitting here telling y'all I don't know. I never had a chance to know, but I knew what I liked and would love to show them that their daddy had the mind and ability to do for them. Daddy, I want to see a Pegasus today. Can you do a Pegasus? I'm going to do a Pegasus for you, baby. And being able to say, my daughter asked her to see this, and I made it for her. Versus me calling and trying to talk to these adults who won't even give the phone to the kid and say, hey, baby, what you like? Oh, daddy, well, I like this and like this. Well, daddy going to try to make you say, you can, daddy? And see if that be her answer. I don't know that yet.
Exactly.
I gotta wait for that to be able to get to that.
And for the answer from Jax, does Harriet know? I do know certain stuff they like, but at the same time, they grow each and every day.
Right.
They used to love Steven Universe. Lele now, she's on Peppa Pig. Everything Peppa. But they change over time, so you can't just say you know unless you're actually there with them. So with us showing the new sides of stuff that we like to them, but also having them show stuff that they like to us, it's
our kids. We got 3 kids together. I got shit.
A lot of stuff better as far as growing our relationships with our children.
No, baby. It's not about getting people out of here and stuff like that, baby.
Right.
Let me explain something to you. Because truth be told, you might not want to see it, but imagine how I feel.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. Sit back and just watch. And see how people comment, and then decide how you going to make your comments. You going to go with the crowd or you going to go against it, but make it the right thing you do. Because you also got to watch the person that you commented against.
Yeah.
It's lame to actually decide that you think you know about somebody's life and similar to yours. Like I keep trying to tell, similar ain't the same. I'm the one that's sitting right here trying to show people how we changed and show a brain like that. And truth be told, still people get coming here and judge based off of like, well, you still not with your kids and shit like that. Well, bitch, that's the fucking point. Ain't you see it?
Yeah.
Don't you motherfucking see it? Like, who the fuck don't understand how much that's the whole point? Instead of me being that man sitting right there saying, fuck them kids, or fuck this, or fuck this bitch, or this, that, and the third, you have many of men out there like that. And I don't bring no attention to that shit because, truth be told, that's none of my fucking business about what they do. It's my business about what I sit right here and I choose to do for my kids and my shit like that, because I'm not about to sit right here and be like, well, shit, fuck. They don't want to let me sit and give up. It's been 8 years since since my first child's been here. It's been about, I see them once a year. I haven't really been around them since they was about 5. And once a year since then, you got to do the fucking math. Since Kaya was about 3, for real. For about 5 years. I've been literally sitting right here trying to do this shit. And when y'all keep telling me I ain't been doing shit like I keep trying to tell y'all, you just think you seen my life. I was security, I did all this, but I sat down because at the end of the day, I realized I got 6 kids. I could do security, I could do this, I could do all of that. And when it came back to it, I was begging to have my kids in my life. So even at that point in time, I still would have had to be on somebody's clock and still trying to raise all my kids, still deal with each and every person that I was doing, all in the time schedule. And you know what I decided? I said, fuck that. Let's make a time schedule where I know for a fact I can sit back and still be able to sit with my kids at any point in time. Because right here where I do my breaded crafts and stuff is live. I do my music is live. And if my kids are ever wanting to be here and stuff like that, I can also still be live and shut all the rest of that shit down and give them every single piece of time that they would need and want. All in the same motherfucking graph. And it wouldn't hurt nobody. Because truth be told, at the same time, if I decided to do some music, my kids would be able to understand that. If I decided to do a motherfucking breaded crafts, my kids would more than love that or understand that, because I'd be like, hold up, daddy got to make a piece of work real quick, and he about to sell that, and we could probably go get something after that. So while I had the time to do that while my kids weren't here, so by the time they get here, they can understand, hey, this is how daddy motherfucking make the bread that they got y'all here for a second. They might care even more than y'all do. Because that's the real truth of the matter. I want to do something where no matter where they was at,
so they can actually be straight.
They always be able to good. Like, I'd be like, oh yeah, we'd be sitting here playing and stuff, and we can actually see right here on live with them. And if as soon as I need to be like, oh, let daddy do a little song real quick. It's only 3 minutes. Daddy can take 3 minutes and 33 seconds to try to create a song real quick, and then give you back the rest of the 24 hours that we still have to live today. Instead of me saying, oh, let me go to work for a 9 to 5 while you go do this for whatever you go do. And then we still ain't got enough time, because guess what? I still got to live life. You still got to live life. You going to want to be around me, but I still got stuff to do, baby. I was like, well, shit, let's go ahead and get that out the way right now. Because I already know what I want to be doing when they get here. Because I haven't had the chance to have them when they wasn't here.
So you already have.
So I don't want to waste a second. Not a single one. Y'all talking about, go do that other shit, man. Listen, it's hard for me to get them here right now. Yeah, I want to always be able to say I can drop everything and go. I don't want to have to call up a boss. I want to be my own one. That's what y'all don't understand. You talking to a nigga that want to be his own boss just for his own kids. Because truth be told, calling up a boss and saying, hey, remember when I was telling you I don't get to see my kids some days? And today, I finally, she said that she could see me, but I got to meet at the park. I can't come into work. But if you don't come into work, you kind of fired. Well, I can call myself and be like, boss, man, I'm not making no bread today. I'm going to see my kids, and we're going to push it on live. All right, bet. Say less, because we on each other's schedule. And that's how I do my shit. Anybody got a problem with that? It is what it is, like I said. But I got to get there. So I'm also the same person that pushed to show people, hey, look, I might need to start selling some pieces like this to be able to go see my kids, or be able to do this, to go there and do that. Because I don't got all that.
For a family member, knowing that you don't get a chance like that ever. They'll tell you can't even go to your own mama or your daddy's funeral.
Don't try to push me back to there.
Job, so it's no use in trying to be in a situation like that.
Breaded crafts, baby. I make shit out of bread, baby. Ashtrays. Let me see your phone, baby. Ashtrays and shit like that. I make stuff out of bread, mama. It's the ashtray and stuff. I make really cool things. It's handmade, all handmade stuff. This right here is a little ashtray on church down. Lay it down like this so you can stand it up like this just to have fun if you want to have it as art. I actually decided to, yes, people have decided to purchase and stuff. It's the problem of, like I said, I'm a growing business. So being at the stages I'm at, it's the shipping and everything like that I'm getting to. Like I tell everybody, I take my own money to buy the flour and the stuff that I need, the food coloring, the epoxy, to make the pieces that I make. And I have to replace that every time that I make a piece for somebody just to see, to be able to even say that, hey, this is a business and I want to be able to show people, show stuff off. As I sit right here and show it together like this and be able to do it like this, guys. And being able to show the 3 different pieces back to back, it's my business. If you actually look up Breaded Crafts, anybody can go up right now. If you think I'm lying, any of you trolls in the background, go look up Breaded Crafts. It should come up Beaded Crafts. You just press up there at the top of your own Instagram or wherever you at, online actually, and you press Breaded Crafts. Make sure it says that, and you will see all of my shit. It's self-made. I'm my own self-made business. I started this while I was back in jail. I did 2 years in jail. And to actually be able to make sure I was good in jail and not have to call my peoples, I would make dice and chess pieces and chessboards and everything like that to be able to sell to people while I was in jail, because people wanted dice, of course, people wanted dominoes, and I made all of that stuff out of bread. So once I came out of jail, I decided to keep the business rolling, because I started doing that for my kids. I was making animals and stuff, and I always wanted to show them that I didn't just sit back in jail complaining, and I also kind of figured something out to do to take care of myself. And I wanted to continue doing that, and I thought I could bring that to the world. And as I was sitting right there, like I told people, it was more of an organic thing than anything, because this material, as it's organic material that could replace plastic if you wanted to for a second. It's something that you could use for yourself and do with your kids at home. Out of bread, it's edible. You can make it edible or kept. That's why I was trying to show people it's two different things. You can just show people how your talent and what you can craft. And not being able to understand that or know that and seeing those different things is just like, well, I don't know what you would do for your kids and with your kids, but me, I think I would have loved to do this for mine. It's just different. I mean, the sourdough baby, like I said, I tell her all the time, that right there, we can do stuff like that. That's edible, but like I keep explaining to her, I realized something about the edibles. They go away. And you got to do it every single day. It's a lot of bread.
That is.
It's a lot of bread to eat every single day to show people, like, I can make pieces. I can make regular pieces like this, and then me and her could play with it or whatever the fuck we would do. Keep it into it. Like I told her, but we would need more of a clean station where we would do a whole gaming day where we make pieces out of bread, make it sweet however we did. After we finished playing, we could eat the whole set. But that would usually have 2 fat people here by the time a year passed. If we don't do anything else but sit here, eat bread, and all that shit, we would put so much fucking weight on.
Yes.
So that's, and see that shit like that. But that's the stupid shit to me though. But y'all don't understand. Like, I always want to be able to do that type of stuff though. I want to make a kitchen. I want to be able to do the stuff where you can come in, keep it or eat it. You know what I'm saying? Be able to show people your talents with what you scope. Most people will probably want to keep it in this, that, and third. Sell it however you want to do. Just to show people flowers and stuff like that. Just to say
that they would actually want to keep it.
Right. But it be your talent of what you decided you wanted to do with your time. Like I said, it's not just about the mind to make minds or anything like that. So I said, I just to show my mind. First off, this is the timing that I had to make my stuff up just to show people, hey, first off, I started with just one thing, but I want to make this into a business by showing people it's not just one thing that I can do with this. But I would love to add other people to it, because imagine if I did have other people making stuff out of bread.
Then it would be completely different.
It would be something totally different. It would branch out into but it would be your stuff but that would come from under one name, one site, one game, one thing like that. Yeah. Because it's like something he started. I seen this dude making stuff out of bread, and he decided to show people, like this one right here. It's a little flower. That's fine. It's a little flower. Like I said, everything that I'm showing is made completely out of bread, and it's not always the best of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But it all depends on what you want to see and who wants to see what. But when people make a request, like I tell them straight up, people could always make a request to see something. Yeah. It wouldn't be a problem if you just said make a request to see something. But that's what happened before. Everybody kept making requests to see something like this, see something like that. I show it to them, I got it. Now it's sitting right here. And I didn't spend my money to make it, but nobody spent the money to even see it. Because once they see it, they're like, oh, that's really cool, and I think that's awesome. I'm like, well, now this is the step where you either take the step to say, let me make a donation for the fact that you even showed me something like that, invest into it, or let me even give you something for the time and effort, because that's what it was taking. Because I do that for free. Like I said, it's no problem to do it just to show people, like, that's how serious I am about this. But after that, it's like, where does it go? You know, it's sitting right here. It's sitting right here. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, like for people to actually.
And so the next part of me is doing what I'm doing next, is because now I have to go and take these random pieces and not random pieces. Yeah, you have to be committed to something that you love. I mean, truth be told, if you're not, it's never gonna go nowhere. That's the issue. That's the point. 3 hours later, 5 hours later, 6 hours later, you go to your job. I don't know how old you are, but when do you plan on retiring from your job, or do you plan on making a business from what you're doing right now? Do you plan on taking that and actually elevating it, or do you just plan on staying where you at? I mean, do you plan on going to managerial status? What is your objective?
Executive,
Because, or so if you,
producer,
even if you're working at a
vice
school from teacher to this to that, you still can only peak to go so far. And then let me ask you a question: can you leave that to your kids? Oh, well, I was working at this school and I was the principal, but they got started as a student.
Or like a situation with
They can't, and they might not never want to be the principal. Like, that's the whole point. But when I say I quit, I can be like, well, still, I can just leave the business off to them.
An example of that is like with Demetrius. He works in fast food, but he didn't just stop at just being a drive-through cashier.
Did he buy his own thing?
Yes,
franchise?
he ended up
that's
buying
the point.
his own franchise.
That's something different that you actually doing. Like, so that's the question I'm asking people.
Plateau of that. He pushed it to a whole different level of him actually being up there with the big bosses, where he's saying, "Oh, look, I need y'all to bring this to my store.
That's the point.
This is what I need,
and that's the
products we need for my franchise. As far as this being what I have to own and take care of."
So whatever you do, I don't care if you're a doctor or nothing like that. Exactly. If you don't plan on owning your own hospital by the time you die, you being a doctor don't leave nothing for your kids. Because truth be told, if they don't even fall into that art and you didn't teach them that part,
it's no use.
It's no use, because you didn't leave them nothing for them to actually be able to say that I have inside of me, other than the fact that my mom was a doctor one day. And I mean, it's not that I never wanted to be a doctor, so I never even decided. And it's not that she taught me nothing. I just never cared to actually accept it. That's what you're telling me my kids will feel like about my life. So that's probably what your peoples will probably feel about your life, right? Hopefully not, because I hope what you're telling somebody else won't be the same for yourself.
Exactly. Because it's not actually working.
Baby, we hiring. What you if you wanna know how to do it, love, we are hiring. But you get to work for yourself for free and make whatever you want. Exactly. I can tell you how to do it. Grab some water, grab some flour, put it together till you make some dough, and then once you make some dough, I can show you step by step. And baby, what you can do is you can post it on your page and how you made some breaded crafts, and you can just shout us out. There you go, you're hired. Boom, just like that. Like I tell anybody, because I literally sit right here and do it. I make pieces with me so I can sit right here and show people I can use this if I want to. I can roll something up right here on this, which I don't need to. I just roll it up, put it in the thing, and use this part as an ashtray, and then show you how it's an ashtray. That's the point. And once you do that, let me explain something to you. Once you do that and you shout us out on your page about something that you did, it starts sending people over here and back to you, because they'll now see that, hey, look, somebody else, it is happening somewhere else, then that's how you actually make a start. So go ahead, baby. I actually ask everybody to do it. Anybody make a braided craft, I get to post it on my page, and it get posted on yours, and you get to see it for life. I'd appreciate that. That's the whole point. That's why I started telling people. People tell me I need to stop doing this because they're like, why are you giving your business out? I said, well, if it's not a business, at least it can become something that could be a hobby for other people to try to do. 5-minute crafts. Yes. At least if it's a 5-minute craft, everybody might start doing it, and then it comes back from the person that actually started it.
Yes.
Because it was a breaded craft, and that's the point. Did you know that you can make this out of bread? I need to start making those type of things. Did you know that you can start using your bread to make stuff like this? And shit, people might click on it.
Or they could make stuff that
I watch Facebook videos all the time where people make shit like that. Well, baby, if you want to work in customer service, the customer service will be the mentioning of this and all of that. I'll give you an option right here, baby. Customer service is showing people that you can start taking their stuff and actually pushing it up. See, when you push other people's stuff up, that starts to make other people come to your page and seeing that you can actually... Like Karumi. Yeah. I'm not sure if y'all see Karumi's page, but she decided to start going to other people's page and pushing it the way she pushed it.
It's okay.
Pushing it the way she pushed it, and it actually got her page up. That's real customer service, deciding on how you do things. So, it's all on how you decided that. What's the hourly rate? Baby girl, there is no hourly rate for this shit. The problem is, let me explain something to you. How can I get an hourly rate if I'm not making nothing right now? You got to understand, the moment that other people start seeing stuff that I'm doing, and people start pushing that, then I can give you an hourly rate, because it's not about an hourly pay. See, that's the whole fun part. I can give you an hourly pay because I'm making item pay. Every item that I sell, I can tell people straight up like this. You don't need an hourly rate when I can give you a way to actually make a little percentage off of each item that's sold. That's what they do right here on TikTok. People that tell you right here, it's a monetization thing. If I'm showing you, I'll send you a free sample, and every item that's sold, you get a percentage off of that. That's way much better than an hourly rate.
That is.
That's way much better than an hourly rate. Because having somebody tell you, oh, well, you're going to work for hours, but what if I sell 1,000 pieces in 1 hour? But I tell you, only $20 an hour. What the hell good is that? But if you don't understand the real business mind of a man like me, you're sitting right here. I'm asking an hourly rate. I'm like, well, shorty, put yourself on the motherfucking thing and let's see if we can start making some commission for you, shorty. Let's start seeing if he can actually get this up and seeing how much money he makes from there, and then see if we can start doing it like that. But asking somebody for an hourly rate, you already downgraded yourself because you decided to work for an hour when I sit right here and already do that. You just need to start telling the pieces and being like, well, shit, I got somebody that want to buy this piece. If you can get it to me or get it to them or this, that, and the third. Okay, bet. How much they said they was going to buy it for? Like, if they tell you 50, bitch, I give you $10, $20 off that. And we can keep going like that. It's one piece a piece. Exactly. But you're going to feel bad about that. But I'm like, I took my time to make it, this, that, and the third. I gave you a commission fee. I could have said $10. And that's more than what you would have made from that hour.
Exactly.
Even if I say $10 off of $50, oh, I'll give you 50. Well, I keep 40, you take 10. That's still much better than what you would have made in 1 hour because now you can do it again and do it again and do it again and keep going. And each piece that you get sold, depending on how much I make off that one piece, bitch, I might be able to split it with you the right way. There's more than that.
As far as how you actually save the money and stuff.
But we have you for what, baby? You can wear your own whatever you want. You sell what you want to sell.
How you want it.
It's a real facts thing to tell people the truth. They think that an hourly rate is better. Like I said, make a commission off a motherfucking piece sale. I started posting pictures and see who motherfucking takes seriousness of it. I post pictures on the shit. Baby, you this is stuff that she was supposed to be doing. I made a braided crafts and braided arts page, but she has not been on her
P's and Q's. I really haven't.
She definitely has not been on her P's and Q's. And unfortunately, she has not posted all the music that I've been needing her to post and all that stuff. And y'all be like, well, why does she got to do that? Because that's the job. That's her job. She has a job to push the stuff so y'all can actually see different posts. Y'all don't see new daily posts because, truth be told, like I tell y'all, when y'all go back and see the post that's been sitting right there the whole time, trust me, there's more stuff to be posted. She rather post the stuff on that we do for hours right here. And I'm like, mama, you sitting right here beside me. I need work done. But when y'all see me talking like that, people get mad at me because they say, you shouldn't be talking to her like that. I said, well, then, while I'm sitting right here doing the music, making the brand and stuff like that, y'all want to see cut up shit that's actually time enough for y'all to be able to see it. Instead of me just doing that, she won't sit right here and show it like this, nor will she have the videos prepared to be able to show y'all like this. But while I'm actually taking all the time to do it, that's why y'all tell me I'm the man, I got to do all the work. And that's the point. This is the life y'all want to live. The sit back, relax while the person does everything else. And this is her. Well, baby, sometimes that's why I tell you I shouldn't have to. Like I told you, when you was talking to your grandma, you wasn't talking about everything. Like she said, that's just who you are. But in retrospect, me and your grandma could talk about anything and everything that I'm even doing to this day. Because truth be told, she see that now. Like she said, I see what you're doing. I'm pushing this shit. She said, I see you doing the music and you're not going to stop that. But at the end of the day, mama, like I keep trying to explain to you, she said, oh, I seen the new. I said, you have not.
She hasn't.
But you know that. But that right there, you said she hasn't versus you actually doing your job.
I see what you mean. If I would have did my job,
if you would have, you should be doing it anyway. Like I said, mama, every single day that we wake up and it's not done, but it is done because truth be told, I've already done it.
You just need someone to actually push it for you.
I'm pushing it right here as far as I can go. But every single time I want to show some different stuff, you rather go back and listen to the old shit. I said, well, I got so much new stuff that I can't get out or this, that, and third because every single time that I'm trying to get it out of this, that, and third, you just sit here, you do you this, that, and third, and then we wake up tomorrow and then I'm talking to you like this again, but it's not being done still. Every single day that I've talked to you like this. We shit like they said 3 hours later. That means pick up the phone and start posting some stuff, baby. Do some stuff like that. It's not, like I said, you'll sit here, tap the phone. This, that, and third, knowing that you have other stuff that could be done because it's already finished. But as you sit right here, you get comfortable. That comfortability is what's making me have to bring other people around. It is because, let me explain something to you. You get comfortable sitting right there in that spot, but let me explain something to you. I still need this to be cut down. I still need this to be done. So now I have to hire somebody that's an editor. Which means now I have to have the money for somebody that's editor. Which don't mean that I don't need it for you. But right now we're supposed to be the ones working together. I can have you do that, and knowing that we're gonna get there. But now not having you sit right here and do that. Okay, now you see. Well, you're an editor. Let me show you some videos and see if you can cut this shit down and make it look good for me, so I can have it posted on my page. Because I make daily stuff, but I got the person sitting here in the daily stuff that don't do it. So past that, she says, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." I'm like, no, you're not, because I got hours worth of video where you're looking and enjoying, and it's great, because now after that, it's time to go to sleep. But then wake up and get back to it, and it's like, now I do need somebody to be that editor. Now I need an extra person here. Now I need an extra person here. Now I need an extra person here. Just do this. Just do this. Just do this.
You should have that already next to you.
I should. But we talk like this all the time. But you know this, and you can answer those questions. But when it comes down to it, every single time that you answer it, you just say the answer and then don't do the actual thing that you're responding to.
I can do the actual thing I'm responding to. And there has been times where, yes, I have not done it all the times. But there's been actual times where I have actually done what I've told you I was going to do.
Mama, for the time that you've done what you've told to do, that happened and it's done. Again, this is a business. This is not something that actually can just be done once and over with. That's what I keep trying to explain to you.
I know it can't just
So,
be done once and over.
So if you know that, what's the face for?
There's no
There was, but it's okay. If you know that, then understandably so. Wake up every day and push it. I see people push a song, one song. They make one song, and we'll push it for 6 months, the same song, different parts and everything like that. So, and then say it's being released on this date. Pre-save this, show the link this, do this, do this, do this, do this. You rolling your eyes about showing one piece because one day you got one video for it, it's still sitting in the house. So if it's still sitting in the house, that means it hasn't moved nowhere. That means today make another video for it. That don't mean leave it right there on the page and say, well, that's done. No, it's technically not, because truth be told, it's 10 months later. Now I've been making more stuff to go on top of that. So when you got to go back, you got to see 10 months in the past just to see that one piece, or I'm going to show it right here, right now. But it's done. The reason I got to keep making more is because you believe that it's done. After that shit, well, mama, one push ain't going to shove nothing.
It's not. You have to actually keep pushing it.
But if you know that, though, again, once the face is for and all the extra stuff, like I said, it's not about the sitting here and this, that, and the third. It's about you apparently knowing and then turning, when I turn into this or we sit back and do this, it becomes 2-3 weeks or a month later before anybody can even get half of the new music that is coming out. Because, like I said, I got so much that you have yet to still cut down to this, that, third. I'm still back on, what's that? 2 weeks? What's that? When the last time? What's that video? What's the last videos that's on my page right now come from? How many weeks ago?
That was like at least 2 or 3 weeks.
If it was 2-3 weeks ago, that's a month. How many more music and songs and Brady Craft stuff can I actually put out that we have access to right now, up to this day, that you have yet to do?
More.
And that's the question. I'm like, yeah, you're like, oh, you always overworking. I said, no, she's the one that gets behind.
I am the one that actually gets behind.
Y'all mad at me because she get behind schedule.
I sit there and I procrastinate about it.
And she's sick of the dollar dream. I told her she don't have to be here. It's not about somebody being sick of the dollar dream. Y'all ever seen alimony? Wait, the girl was sitting right there the whole time. I told her, mama, you can go sit right there and be on that other side and just let me be with my dollar and my dream and then see if it work or not. That's what Zaria is doing. Zaria said she don't believe the dream is going to work and she escaped from that. And so and when you have somebody that actually has done that and you have to see that, you become a lot more open to actual things where you see that girls make the life. So if I have to see it, if a girl want to do it right, this is how she done it. Like I said, I tell her, go and live that dream over there with her, because I don't want to hold you down over here trying to make my own sounds and stuff. Because like when I have to watch that, and she's still got one of my kids too, so she's another woman that I got to care about, and this, that, and third, I got to be like, maybe that is a better life. And I got to truthfully know that, because I got to see another woman who's out there saying that she's living a better life. So I'm like, baby, go out there and live that better life. I'm not trying to tell you to leave. I'm literally telling you that I have to watch a woman who's running around telling everybody, see this, I left and I escaped. And I'm like, well, maybe she's right. Maybe I need to go ahead and make the dollar and the money before I can tell anybody to come sit next to me and be that dummy.
But you can't say that's right.
I don't know, baby. That's why I keep telling people I don't know yet, because truth be told, I know I'm the one that ain't necessarily getting checked, but I know I'm the one with the dream that want to push this way, so this is the way I want to go. And if you decide that you want to sit right here and do that, sometimes I need you on the whole show, not just half of it. To be the person sitting right here showing me that you'll just sit here, because truth be told, I'm like, well, that's great and all, but now, past the sitting, I need you to actually now realize we in business. Shit pretty, but that's great, but business pretty too, because that's where you don't have to just sit right here and decide that once we get done, baby, that's where you sit. The business is made then. But while I'm just creating the business, it ain't made shit. Everybody be like, you a dummy, bitch. I can't sit right there with a nigga with no money, bitch. I'm like, well, let's get the money and then make them all look dummy for it. Because then you sat the whole time and made it all work in the end. And you get that show that, bitch, you be like, whatchamacallit? Oh, they forget about Obama Marsh Michelle. She sat with that nigga through everything. He was in law. They was in law school together. That nigga just like, and then obviously he was president, the first black president. Let's talk about that. How many times she probably heard Barack Obama say, I'm going to be the first black president? She looked at this nigga, bitch, motherfucker, who?
Stop.
You going to be the first black what? Nigga, you get out of law school first, nigga. And then he did all of it. And she was able to sit there, you know what? I sat with that nigga through all his dreams. All his motherfucking dreams. And he told me he was going to be the first black fucking president, bitch? Who the fuck would have believed that? We didn't think a black man would do shit. Definitely not be president. And she sat there with that man for the whole time. Like I said, but you got to understand, she was also pushing. She was going through law school. She did all the shit she did as well to help to show, hey, look, I get that it's going to be more than stupid hard because you think you're going to be the first black motherfucking president. You need somebody to push you and push shit and then keep going. Because I need to be blind and open to really realizing this nigga is stupid. I can't believe he gonna do this, but then he do it, and then I gotta realize how much I pushed to make sure that he had even stronger person behind him. He had to be strong enough to believe he could do it, and then she had to be strong enough to believe that he could do it, and she could believe that he could, for real. Because that ain't never been done before. You gotta actually understand, shit that ain't never been done before. The person that stand behind the person that actually just be like, yeah, I stood there the whole time. You got to be the strongest motherfucker in the room. The moment you give up is the moment everything's still not going to happen. That's all right. It happens. It happens, sweetheart. It's not about her listening sometimes. It's about everybody else understanding some shit. Then if she ain't listening, she'll hear it later. And if she is listening, maybe she heard it. But everybody else get to understand the real facts of the matter. Because that's the real issues is sometimes when I say we need to be able to cut stuff down, be able to do this, that, and third. Mm-hmm. Even right now, it'd be cool if I could tell people, like I said, we got music coming out right now, literally on the page. She's dropping everything that as you speak. She's editing it up, all that stuff. Like I said, then people can enjoy it and understand what you do. See, as I'm making the music and this, that, and third, I just got a video, that 18-minute video, 16 or 36-minute video that I was just doing that music. Mm-hmm. You can take that and cut it down, but you got so much other stuff in front of that you already have to cut down. Should have been cut down and have it already ready to be dropped out. Like that 36-minute video would just be done already because then you wouldn't have to worry about nothing until I decide to do something else. You're right. That's when you can say it's already done. But if you know for a fact that it's not already done, because you got so much stuff, then I'm just looking at you like, mama, I can't stop and I'm not going to stop. But
I don't want you to stop.
But I need you to go. I need you to do something other than just sit here and actually just be like, I don't want you to stop. I know you don't want me to stop, but that's the fucked up part about it is you don't want me to stop, but you're not actually doing anything other than just sitting there right there at that moment in time. And then when I actually telling you, hey, look, I need you to get into business. And so I can at least take a break. When people tell me I can take a break, I say, well, no, I can't. Because everything that I done that's new, you still won't see until maybe 2 months after this. And this shit that I did today, you won't see till 5 months after this. So imagine how many stuff I'm going to actually do in the 5 months that it takes for you to get any of this shit out. From today. Because I work every single day to make sure I can get some shit brand new, this, that, and third. People like, oh, we done heard this shit before. I say that's because truth be told, y'all ain't even heard the other shit. You ain't heard this shit before. I can't even get the other shit out. It's like, I need your help. I'm like, well, then what are you going to do then? I can do this. I'm sitting here for hours doing this. Like I said, I wouldn't have to talk to you if you was just working and shit like that. We could play the music as we're playing. We could cut it down and show people at the same time what you about to put up there. I try to make it simple and easy, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh, you don't want to do that. I said, I get this. She might not want to do this, but again, this is the life I live to work. If I was at work doing this, motherfucking at the studio 24/7, like I keep asking y'all, if I was at the studio 24/7, where would she be? She'd be the person at home. Again, doing what though? No, but you're not. That's the reality section where, baby, actually, you would not be with the kids because you're not at home with the kids. So reality being, even if I was right here, we sitting right here together, I'd be at the studio doing this shit, you'd be right here.
most likely be doing something that I would want to do, like my stories, or actually talking about certain theories that I have, not only with people, but with the kids as well. I wouldn't just sit here and I try to show you that side, but I understand certain sides of that for me trigger you, so...
No, they don't. Again, sweetheart, like I keep trying to explain to you. I tell you to start doing that stuff with the time that you have to do it. Because, again, my dreams and her dreams are not the same. That's why I keep trying to show people and stuff. Our dreams are not the same. So when I'm sitting here pushing my stuff, and y'all think that she's helping, it's really a backdrop. Because her dreams are not my dreams. So everything that I want done, or this, that, and the third, or want to do, it's not something that she want to put. It's not something that she has 100% effort or gumption to put into, because, like, for her, it really is a job. It's something that she just have to do on the daily or whenever she has to do it, because it's just like, well, apparently he need help with it. It's not her thing. But my biggest issue is, y'all. Like, that's why I keep telling y'all. When I tell her the movie reviews and shit like that, that's great and fun until you realize that her doing movie reviews, go do that on your own page. I have no problem with that, but I'm trying to actually create a business so I can actually now take care of my kids. You doing the movie reviews, it's not going to stop it from growing or anything like that, but that's not a business that's going to have me showing anything that I can actually do for myself or take care of my kids. When people ask me about my 6 kids, we got 3, I still got to show something. So like I said, her doing movie reviews of this, that, there, if she reviewed my breaded crafts as much as y'all wanted her to review the movies, maybe that'd be something. Like I said, it'd be cool if she was on her page doing something like that, because then that's an actual thing. Because when it push come to shove, where I want to go in life, hey, Yaya, how you doing, beautiful? I'm so sorry. Hey, Yaya, how you doing, beautiful? So when push come to shove, where I want to go in life, I don't want her to be on the back end where other people like Leak or somebody who's talking about he gonna do a review of stuff. He got 100K people on this thing, and then other people like that. Like I said, if she was the one that started off, it'd be a whole different thing, because I'd be like, well, I know who rocking with me from the beginning, and it'd just be something different. We grow like that, that's great. But like I said, her going to her own end is not a problem in the long run, when you can actually say that's something that makes her that's what she was doing, y'all. It's a real thing. If she started working, are you going to be upset? No, I don't care if she started working. Let me explain something to y'all. Like I keep trying to explain to y'all. If she starts working, I want to show her how this right here technically is work. If she if she can put in the effort that she could put in at McDonald's, at this, at that, all I'm trying to show her is right now while she's sitting down, she can show them how much effort she's putting in right here. It's the same shit, except for the only problem is y'all saying that she's not getting paid for it. I say no, but she wakes up every single day right here doing this. This is house. They say get house together before any of that stuff. Her going out there in the real world, it's great. But imagine if she had an option to be able to help this right here, and she can still go out there in the real world and still bring something home and still do that at the same time. What, bro? But that's the problem. She wasn't doing this stuff. And I wish she would speak up for herself or speak up for me. No, y'all think the issue is she wasn't doing the shit. This was my stuff to do. Y'all don't understand that. She doesn't want to do this, y'all.
Background, this is still his stuff.
Y'all don't understand. Let me explain something to y'all. She doesn't want to do this. So when y'all tell her to make her own page and shit like that, once you're going to see it, go look at her page. Everything that's posted on her page is me. She has every option to pick up the phone. She has her own phone in her hand. As much as she got a live and stuff, she can go live and do her own shit. This was my shit, and I was doing this first. I mean, she decided to come in, and this is where that's why she shit right there. Like I told her, though, that's why I tell her she don't have to be in the videos. But then I keep telling her this is for our kids, so why not be doing something that I'm going to be explaining to people, and people going to realize, and your kids are going to realize, you were right there the whole time, and you decided to not show yourself and not do shit. And when you decide to do shit, you decide to show everything else but what this is really supposed to be for. This is supposed to be you giving your kids everything about you, not everything. Even when you show the movies and stuff, show the movies and show how you feel, not just watch the movies and have silence.
I literally explained to how I feel. Like in the last literal movie review I did, I explained everything, even with my last live that I made a couple of days ago. I was watching something actually explaining to kids how people always think bad stuff about stuff that they don't know, not actually understanding that if you do more research into something that you love or that you might not understand, you'll actually not bash it. I was telling them straight up, y'all shouldn't just knock something because you don't understand it. Actually research it, get the understanding what you are trying to knock before you just knock it, because you never know what help that could actually lie in for you. Even the most fucked up stuff might actually be a blessing in disguise.
I get that, baby, but you gotta understandably so decide where you're gonna put it in and where you're not. Like, first off, if you're not showing stuff, you be watching shows and you don't even give them the actual explanation. You're not actually inviting. You're giving them explanation in your way. And when every time, hold on, sweetheart, can I please? Every time I want to say, hey, look, even I didn't understand that, and I've known you for 10 years. And when they say they don't understand it sometimes, and they be like, oh, I want to, I'm like, well, you hear her talk.
That's me literally trying to break it down and still explain it to you in the best way that I can actually get it across.
And I know that, but when I give you some feedback on that, sweetheart,
yes,
take the feedback and then decide, okay, well, maybe if I explain it like this, and then try another explanation in a better way, in another way. And if that don't work, maybe sometimes, again, you got to realize, I keep telling you, this is not for anybody else but our kids. So if you have a hard time re-explaining something right now, kids don't understand as much as adults supposed to. So you're telling me that you have a hard time trying to explain. I know you're not talking to kids, but again, you're not with them every single day. Practice make perfect. So how are you going to practice right now?
I know, but...
So if I'm telling you I don't understand, there is no buts.
Baby, I'm not trying to give a but. In better terms, I am explaining it 1,000 different ways.
So what? 1,001 might work.
There's nothing wrong with that, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's not one way that you could ever actually explain anything to anybody. Sometimes it's really not. You have to go about a different way each and every time to get that person understanding, especially kids.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yes.
That's a lie. First off, that's what they mean by practice makes perfect. There might be 1,000 different ways to do it, right? While you're learning 1,000 different ways, you're finding out the best way to be able to actually convey it to other people. See, what you're failing to do is you're learning other ways, and then you're just giving every 1,000 ways, but not actually saying which ways. What you need to do is find out the best way from each thing. Okay, so if you're playing music, right, yes, and you hear a beat, you might think, okay, I can go fast on a song, but sometimes you can't go as fast as you think on a song, so you need to learn every single second, every single situation, which is the best way for me to handle this situation at this time with all the stuff that I know. You need to do that every single time. Not just have 1,000 ways and say, well, I'm going to choose this way to try it today, and if it didn't work like that tomorrow, I'm just going to try it another way and never try that other way again because it didn't work that time. No, that's never what you do. Because truth be told, it might not work that time, but then the next time that you might actually need it that way to use, you just left it behind because you felt like, fuck it.
But baby, that's literally what I just said. I literally said that in a completely different way. That's the whole point. I literally said you can't sit there and say that if someone does something,
let me explain something to you. I can't think, breathe, talk, or
it, actually understand it,
do none of that for somebody. But even if I did, let me explain something to you. Even if I did, this is my partner that I have to wake up to and trust with my kids and all that stuff. So if we supposed to have a certain degree of that where we come in commonality of everything, no, I'm not going to sit right here and believe that I'm supposed to be the lead, baby. I'm so sorry if you don't think that at all. Y'all want me to be a man or anything else. I'm supposed to be the lead, and even if I don't like what I'm supposed to be following, I'm gonna leave it. And y'all tell anybody that yourselves. If you don't like what you follow and who's supposed to be leading you, you gonna motherfucking walk away from it. So am I supposed to follow her while she's all over the place? Am I supposed to at least lead her somewhere so maybe she can understand that? Maybe I can get to a following.
I know, but even with what's it called, saying pick a point. I can pick that point, make that point, but if you still don't understand that point, I still have to find a way to explain that point to you. So either way it goes, I might have to go. I'm not leading anything. That's the point. To actually get you.
I'm only trying to get myself I'm trying to get myself out here. That's what you're not understanding, baby. If you think that I'm trying to actually lead something, I keep telling her, I'm actually only trying to lead my life. While I'm leading my life, we had kids together. And while we had kids together, baby girl, she can still make the choices that she want to make. But I'm still going to have to make these choices right here because regardless of if she's here or not, I got kids to be here for. Like I told her, me and her only got 3, but I got 3 more. I have 6. So regardless if I'm talking to her or not, I got 3 other kids that I'm going to have to be right here on the spot for. That's why I keep trying to explain to y'all. Y'all think this is about me trying to show this, that, and third. Like I said, when I take those kids out the scenario, I still got more to do, and she wouldn't even be a part of the scenario. And those other women that's right there ain't here right now. So where are they? That's the question. And what would I still have to do what I'm doing right now?
That's true.
Because it's the real world of the matter is, regardless if y'all think it or not, this girl gonna have to deal with other girls and other people, because when my other kids come around, the mother's gonna come around. Regardless if her mother and her grandmother want to bring my kids around her or us, what if one day the other women want to bring my kids, or my other kids want to come around? She got to be prepared for that. That's what y'all not prepared. That's not what y'all not understanding. Because when a person wants to understand in my life and think everything is going to be so right and stuff, I'm like, well, shit, I got 4 baby mothers, y'all. I got 6 kids. So, what motherfucking preparation can she be prepared for that? Because she ain't even right there with hers in ours. Let's be honest. And I'm not pushing that out into the world, but I'm like, shit, when these other girls be right there and this, that, and third, y'all here. That's why I don't want the kids around her. This, that, and the third. I need her to be on her P's and Q's, because truth be told, if she's not, that's why them other women claiming they don't want to be around right now. Not just me. Oh, he got her right there. He got this going on. Da, 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 da. And that's the thing, though. She's still going to be the mother of my children. Y'all are crazy about that. If she was just a random woman, I can say that about a random woman. But I can't and I won't. But if she was just a random woman, for me, it might have been different. Oh, you need to let her go. Not really, though, because truth be told, me and her ain't together. And if this woman want to stand right here while I'm standing with my kids, that's different. I'm not never going to let somebody that wants to stand with my kids and me. But understandably so, you telling me to let her go so she can go do what? Be with another man for that man to do this, that, and the third, and him still be around my kids and me still have to sit right here and all this shit. Are you stupid, crazy, or dumb? Because y'all be the craziest people to me that don't understand that. Soon as this woman go anywhere, that's not. I'm trying to let her go. I let her go and that's not the third. But this woman still gonna have to go out there and what? She ain't gonna be alone for the rest of her life. That's not the choice she chose. So whoever she decide to be with gonna be right there. Whatever they doing, still gonna affect my kids. So before I actually let her bring somebody else around my kids, because I already see that's happening and this, that, and the third, I decided to be the person that be right here working with her so we could affect our kids before she just decided to have herself out there with whoever she be with, and it's still all 3 of us is apparently affecting our kids plus everything else.
Instead of it actually being the situation that could hurt.
It's because girls don't ever understand that. I mean, you can, but you won't, because we the ones that's parents. She get out here, y'all see, I'm still getting every excuse in the book. She's still gonna be right there doing what? That's the question. She ain't want to be live like this. So y'all would never know about Harriet.
It's the honest truth. Not someone's evil.
Y'all ain't know about nothing.
The actual truth about that.
I'm the one that was sitting right here for this shit. Like I keep trying to explain to you, you can be lost, baby. But again, that's the whole issue. While she's sitting right here, you're going to be big lost.
It's not really for everybody else to get in my eyes.
It is, though. For me, sweetheart, that's what I keep trying to explain to you. For you, it's not for everybody else to get. That's the issue. That's why we're on 2 different wavelengths. For you, it's not for everybody else to get. That's why you feel like you can feel. But like I said, for me, I'm the one that has to live every single day without my kids, regardless of if you feel like it's everything for you, everybody else to feel. Because every single day I wake up, I can watch TV and do that. They tell you to do a movie review. They tell me to go to work. They say you can work on the back end because, like, okay, well, what if she go to work now? Well, that shouldn't be an actual motherfucking thing because she should be working right now. That's the point. And the work that she should be doing is pushing the person that's sitting right here trying to show her that, hey, look, I'm trying to do more than just take care of you. I'm trying to take care of every single thing that's going on in my life and your life and every single thing like that. I just need to do it the proper way. I'm not trying to go work at a job because, truth be told, that $20 an hour ain't shit. And I realized that a long time ago. But I want to be able to tell her, yeah, it's going to be hard, but shit, fuck it.
Anything that comes easy is never
Yeah, but maybe if you think this is creating more trauma, you ain't never knew no trauma for real, for real. Hey, let me explain something to you. We ain't creating more trauma. Y'all wake up and see, if you think this is the creating of trauma, wake up and smell the roses. We wake up and talk about our thing every day and actually go through it and deal with it. This is the life we live. You know, creating the most trauma and shit right here chilling and then waiting for our kids. See, because that's the blind trauma. The trauma where we didn't realize we was actually in because we was sitting back, relaxing, without actually taking our fucking time. See, y'all don't understand how much real trauma that is. Because when the day I wake up where people started, where we was actually not taking our time to show our mind. At least right now we take our time to show our mind and people can't ask too many questions. They just gonna have a whole lot of opinions. But the day we woke up and y'all heard her grandma is having bone marrow cancer and everything like that. Her mama and everything like that. One day they gonna wake up and it's gonna be she's gone or something like that. And I hate to think like that, but it's the truth because we still gonna be here. She's a lot older than us. Our kids still gonna be here. They gonna say, well, we're gonna figure out what's custody going on and this, that, and third. If ever we need to have those questions and answers and everything like that, this is where we actually fix that.
Because it actually helps for those moments.
If you feel like that's trauma, yes, baby. But if you feel like that's trauma, let me explain something to you. You wouldn't have known none of that if we never decided to put that out there. We still would have just been going through it. You see the day-to-day because we decided to choose to let that be put out there. But that's the reason why we let it be put out there, because that's the shit we go through. And we're trying to stop that. So if you feel like there's trauma, bring some recognition to it, bitch. I'm sorry. April, baby, please forgive me. I get irritated because it brings some recognition to it. Maybe bring some actual understanding to it. However you decide you want to bring the understanding, that's your choice. But maybe once people start getting the understanding and start actually getting out there, then our objective was complete. You know why? Because we didn't really care how much y'all think of this, that, and third. We just need this shit to get back to our kids one way or another. They say publicity, good publicity, bad publicity. I say I got so much publicity that by the time y'all got to see the shit, they got to go see the rest of it. And people are nosy. Damn. So I got over 2,000 posts of my shit to make people go back and watch. And by the time they understand all that, shut the fuck up and go fill your life up with something else. But by that time, bitch, you done made your job. You done made my job actually work. Because my kids now know daddy is a part of something bigger in life. Because he touched enough people to be able to say it got back to them. Yes. So if I ignore enough people and people just think they know enough, okay, go ahead, right the fuck ahead. I'm going to make a post about this nigga great. Because as soon as y'all think that hate is going to get me anywhere, but right where I fucking want it to be. In the fucking spotlight, but not where the spotlight where y'all thinking I want to be. I want to be in the spotlight of my kids' eyes. Just enough hate might make me motherfucking the right way, because people will come over here thinking that and say, well, shit, fuck y'all. I don't even read y'all comments. As soon as my kids come right here, I'm like, kids, guess what I did? I played the villain on these bitches. You know what I'm saying? I told these people straight the fuck up. I'm going to act the fuck up until somebody get my kids. I'm going to nut the fuck up until somebody don't. And by the time y'all understand the real logistic of what y'all did, y'all gonna sit up to a page where they only see music and motherfucking thing. They gotta come actually watch the whole live life to actually get there in one site. And then by the time you do that, you gotta go over there to watch on YouTube. And people don't do all of that. So what they get stuck on, everything that I needed them stuck on. And you gotta come watch a live life just to be able to say, oh, that's why I tell them, post every day so they can have something to watch when we ain't there. But when we ain't there, you ain't posting, what's fair? We want to see you. I got to go see the past first. I'm going to start laughing at the future, because when I get there, I'm going to be like, see, I ain't even think I was going to get like this. You know what I'm saying? That's the real fact of the matter. Oh, shit, man, smoking, talking to this girl. 300-400 people was in it, bitch. Almost 1,000 people was in this motherfucker. They said I was cursing her out. I said, well, bitch, let me tell you something. We got to curse you out at least once a week.
No.
Twice a day. They gonna hate me. They gonna love you. It's a story of a story. You say y'all playing this? No, but shit, at the end of the day, I got real emotional shit. I can keep this shit going. My kids are never here, so you gotta say the real trauma is, truth be told, I got so much motherfucking emotion to pull on. I can be happy 2 seconds and be like, man, fuck it, my kids are here. Let's talk about that for 3 seconds. Let's see how this shit work out. Fuck out. My kids still ain't here. I can make songs, or I can make shit, or I can still tell her how the fuck I feel. Y'all choose what you want to see when you want to see it. But it's all going to happen in our life. So, bitch, believe it. And if y'all believe that, that's that. Whichever one that you see where people come in or not, I tell y'all straight up. I try to be the nice, friendly person. I'm always a nice, friendly person. Y'all just don't like the way I talk to somebody I know for. I mean, I don't talk to y'all like that. That's the whole point. Y'all got to see the difference. I don't talk to y'all like that. Y'all hear how I talk to the people in my life, and y'all want to be mad at that. Like, well, it's because, truth be told, I've been here forever with them, and we still where we at. Let's talk about that. Y'all do. I ain't studying y'all. I got to be studying y'all when I figure out where we end up in life. Is we gonna stay good, or we gonna have bad days? Is the problem. You can't say everybody don't have good days. I mean, I don't have good days with everybody, but truth be told, the people that I do have good days with, we good. It's only one that I have bad days with is a motherfucking problem. I'll be over here talking shit though, y'all. Leave me alone. You say, do I feel capable enough to take care of 6 kids? I mean, there's a reason why I'm trying to do the business and trying to do the music and shit right there, because truth be told, I wouldn't feel capable enough at a $20 an hour job taking care of me and her and everything else that I need to take care of. But with the business, I would feel more than capable enough to take care of 6 kids, because I would have the time enough to be able to take care of 6 kids. Because while the money is coming in, I would be able to sit down and actually give my kids attention. I wouldn't be right there and work 24/7 and then trying to hear from phone calls where your kid was over here doing this. What were you doing? Well, I was at work. I was sitting down with them and they wasn't over there doing all that shit. So yeah, I'd be way more than motherfucking whatchamacallit. Because like you think it wasn't easy. Yeah, it's stupid to me. Y'all keep saying I'm saving. Listen to me. You said I live at home. I live at home. I'm in a home. While I'm in the home, it ain't about saving up. It's about creating. Fuck what you mean saving up. Let me explain something to y'all. That's stupid as fuck. How much money do you want me to save up? How much money would I have to save up to decide, okay, I'm capable of buying a car, a house, and then keeping it forever? Because that's the amount of money that you need to have. You don't just need to have enough to be able to buy it. Because after that, month to month comes by, and you need to still have that money to be able to keep it. And while you're doing that, you still gotta feed yourself. And then there's other things that fucking happen.
There is.
So don't tell me how much money I need to fucking save up. Bitch, you got $1 million in your bank account right now? Are you living in a house? Do you have a car? Are you still able to take care of that without $1 million? Yes, bitch, because it's not about the saving up. It's about the motherfucking things that you have to be able to say, bitch, tomorrow I can still take care of it. Stupid. It's not saving $1 because, bitch, you'll give every single dollar
Right back.
right the fuck back to be able to get everything that you truthfully
It's not
fucking
like
need.
you're not gonna not spend it. That's different. If you're not gonna spend it by all means, that's different. But you're gonna have to spend
So
it.
me saving up is me creating this, because when somebody sees this, I tell them I can do this at any point in time. You got a piece of flour, you got some flour and some water at your house. You got the materials at your house. I'll make you something, and you can I'll put it right there on your fucking table in your motherfucking house. If I really wanted to, I could be that door-to-door salesman, but we've already ruined that. You want to see something amazing? Give me some motherfucking flour and dough. You smoke? Here you go. Let me make you a motherfucking thing real quick. Do that up real quick. You can decide to buy the epoxy or not, or you can just leave it just like that. What you want to donate to me for that? You don't even got to give me a price, and I can go door-to-door just like that. Instead of deciding to make a piece and then have people say, what the fuck is that? I just make something right there, and they think it's so incredible that they'll donate some shit.
Exactly.
That's a real business mindset. But this is door-to-door online in the streets of gold, where somebody can come to my fucking door at any point in time as long as it's open. But this is what people do when you got an open door. They come look in and start telling everything. Oh, look at that shit. Oh, look at that shit. Look at that shit. I say, well, dumb fuck. That's why nobody can actually receive anything. Real blessings and shit like that. Because you can't even see when blessings might be motherfucking right in front of your face. Because how can you be a blessing? How can you be anything? I said, bitch, I could be everything I wanted to be if I had the options to be it. And I can be nothing that I am not without y'all seeing it. You didn't even know a nigga made bread till the motherfucker shut up and showed you. You didn't know a nigga could sing until the nigga shut up and showed you. You didn't know a nigga could write until a nigga motherfucker shut up and showed you. What you do? I write books. I post that on motherfucking live. I do this. I do that. Oh, well, what job do you have? Motherfucker, I write books. I make music. I do this. I do that. Fucking. Oh, but does that make you money, though? Well, it could be. But unfortunately, we got people like you who, instead of seeing it and actually not pushing it and be like, oh, you make music, let me go listen to it real quick. Let me see if I can post that on my page. Let me see if I can do this, do that for you. Or this, that, and third. Because I thought this was so awesome. No, you come see and break it down to the point of where, and then just walk the fuck away and then come back the next day and say, what you doing today? Well, bitch, the same shit I was doing when the first day you met me. Because that's what I do. What the fuck do you do? When do you plan on stop doing what you do? Because if I stop making music, I got so many songs that I can still do it. Because truth be told, like I said, it's right there. If you stop working tomorrow, you're going to need a new job the next day. I just need one of them to hit. And y'all can tell me, oh, I hope that, I said, how good and bitter do you sound telling me that you hope my shit never hit? Or being the person saying, oh, he's never going to do it. Because that's still a hope and a dream, motherfucker. You should be the one to just support any way that you support. Just say, okay, cool, I hope it happens. I'm actually going to listen to it. If not, just keep it pushing. And if you don't feel like that's something you'll ever support, just keep going. Don't stay there. That's the wrong type of support. You supporting to see your downfall. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck want to see somebody supporting to see your downfall? Then I don't want to see your downfall. Then go into my shit, see my shit. There's a million of it right there. Actually take the time to understand it, see it, what's there, and then come back and tell me that you can support it. If not, if you don't care, then keep it pushing always. Either or, that's your two choices. Because that's the only thing I'm here for. I'm not here to see somebody tell me that fake shit and then be like, oh, but you switched up on me. What the fuck have you done for me lately, bitch? You ever posted any of my shit? You go on my shit every single day and see, oh, I want to see if you got a new post. Oh, Harriet, let's see if you can post some shit today. What's this new shit he was talking about? Let's see if you can actually put some motherfucking cool ass shit like that. Then let's talk. People that I see that come up under my shit got it liked up and all this shit, then that's great. Then we can fucking talk. Until then, you sit right here and just watch all fucking day. You can be on my live. I know you can. Swipe over to my page and go see what the fuck I'm talking about. Then come back and be like, oh, you did all that? Seriously? Might get tired of it, but who the fuck cares? You say you support, right? It's all right there. Show me some support. Yeah, she cutting up some of that music right now. She cutting up some of the shit right now. She decided to actually get to work for the one time. But like I keep trying to explain to her, I say that's the support that I'm trying to show everybody. Everybody want to come in and support Harry. I said, well, Harry, if you want to get, if you can, I don't mind being the video guy to get that support, because then you just tell them I do all of this. Y'all go look at the review, the stuff that I do. I make sure that his videos go from us looking like this to literally cutting it down, because y'all might watch him go live with the stuff and then y'all see how the videos look on the page. I put those edits right there. And then they can criticize the edits if they don't want to see the song. They're like, well, we here for Harriet. Well, they go criticize the edits that Harriet do every single day that y'all say she's slaving away at doing. Or this, that, and third. Because truth be told, either fucking way, my business mindset, bitch, you gonna still see me, ho. The fuck? One way or regardless of what the fuck it is, because I still gotta support mine. Everybody wanna support this girl. Like I said, that's great until truth be told, I still got a life to live too. She can go over there and live it, and I still gotta sit right here and live mine. So when I realized that everybody's for her, I don't mind that at all. But then I'll be like, well, y'all still gonna tell me, well, what does that mean I need to die? I'm not. So, in lieu of the situation of how y'all feel about the situation, y'all got y'all one that y'all like, and I guess I'll be the one that you dislike. I'm still gonna have to do what I do. I still gotta make my music. I still gotta do my bread craft. And if you feel like she's slaving away because I'm trying to get her to work, oh the fuck well. Because either way it goes, y'all telling me she don't need to be doing that. Like I tell her, she don't have to be doing it. If I stop doing my music and stop doing the bread, she won't have to make it at all. And then asked her what she gonna do. She said she'll do movie reviews and stuff like that, which is great. But then I still gotta wake up and live every day. So what am I gonna do? I asked her to do that. Like I tell her, see, that's my biggest issue. I tell her if she's gonna sit in the background, she need to be working in the background. If she gonna sit in the front ground and be right here, she can talk and engage. There's no, like her grandma was telling her, she need to talk more. I said talk, engage, actually be the person that's a part of the conversation. Try to add stuff to a conversation that you're not necessarily a part of because you're not even trying to be here. That's why we said, I'll be like, oh, you cut her off. I mean, truth be told, she's not even here. Y'all listen to what part of the conversation she started off on. Y'all start realizing that wherever we're at, she's never at.
Baby, you have to get through a full
conversation, you can't just address one part. I try to address every part that I heard, not just one part of the conversation. If I only address the end of the conversation, it's like, okay, well, what about the beginning? Okay, well, now I have to go back to the beginning and address that as well. So either way it goes, I have to address the full thing. It might seem all over the place, but we realize I can't just address one part. I have to address all parts.
I get it, but at the same time, it's how you address all parts. Like I said, sometimes you don't start where you addressing all parts. You might start where, like you said, you go back to the beginning and we all the way over here. And we sit here. But let me explain something to you. You're not just talking to me, though.
I know.
So when you're not just talking to me, you have to pretend that we're having a group conversation. So when you go back to the beginning, everybody in the group is not going to understand that. And if you're not very good enough to be able to communicate what you're doing, people are already going to be lost and not even want to engage in the first place. And we're on an engagement app where you have to be the person that always keep the engagement no matter what you're doing. So that's the issue. Like I said, where I'm losing half of my shit is because you're the person that's sitting right here doing this or not talking and there's no engagement and it looks like I'm just trying to force you or this, that, third. I'm like, well, that's where I'm getting half of my shit and telling her just go out the way. So once y'all hop in, it won't be half an engagement. It'll be one person, one thing, and I won't have to worry about what Harry or what I'm doing to Harry or any of that extra shit. Then I can get back down to the meat of potatoes, what I was doing. Like I said, I get still back to the music and the bird crash, and y'all won't never have to worry about he talking to her wrong, he doing this. You never had to see it. That's on God. Before you got to see something that never be shown for. Because then I won't have to worry about her saying shit or engaging, and I won't have to worry about her doing this. And guess what? She'll get so bored while she's out there or whatever she's doing. She'll either start playing with trees, she'll do this, do that, and then after that, I don't know how many weeks she might take. Then she might get bored enough after doing that for so long. She'll like, I want to do something. I'm like, well, you can still post and edit that shit. Then she might get down to it for real. Her being able to sit right here might not be the thing. Might need her to go out there playing with trees for a little bit, and then after that time, so a few days of that, she might seriously get bored and need something else to do. You can only do so much at one point in time. Like I said, and once she's done with that, blah, 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 just go ahead and post. You got many things to actually be able to work on. When y'all say she want to work, I show y'all the work ethic with somebody who claiming that they want to do that or don't want to do that. That's my issue, y'all. I quiet. Y'all want? I don't know. I get that you do it, but mama, you're not always doing something, and that's the issue because
that's
sometimes
what I try to get you to see. If I'm doing this, you have to understand. Sometimes, like you said, I zone in.
But that's not always what you're doing. That's what I keep trying to explain to you. You get to doing stuff today, and then I'm showing you that. But this is how it's always been. You get to say, "Oh, I'm doing it right." I said, "Yeah, but I just had to get all of this." But this is how it always is. Regardless if you're doing something or not, this is you.
What's wrong with me being...
Because, again, there's nothing wrong with you being you. But at the same time, sweetheart, it takes you away from... If you want to sit right here,
Yes.
That's what the real issue is. I'm at work. I need you to see that I'm at work. And if you're going to be sitting in my office, technically, you either need to be seen working this work or working with me doing this work, as in interjecting. You sitting right there being, whatchamacallit, I can talk to them all the time, but then you're going to feel like I'm giving them all the attention. I'm trying to talk to you, but then you're not actually doing anything.
I'm getting all the attention and I am talking back to you. But you have to understand, like you said, with the Cisco and stuff thing.
I mean,
you might not always see eye to eye.
Yeah, I asked you that. Is there something else you'd rather, they told me, is there something else you'd rather be doing?
With the kids, but that's a situation that we still are actually working on being towards.
Bruh.
You asked. That's literally...
I get what you're saying, but that shit be stupid. Before I can't talk to you. I get what you're saying. Because I apparently got to talk with whatchamacallit, because you don't see the stupidness in what you're saying, because it's not stupid, but it's stupid to me anyway. Because you say... I'm being serious right now, so it's like a real facts thing that I might want some attention on. You say I'd rather be with the kids. I've been sitting right here, seeing them one time a year this whole time. Why do you think I do this? Or half of the shit that I halfway do. So when I'm pushing you, and because you say you want to be with the kids, shit, this, that, and third, I tell you, go be with the kids because you got that option. Or sit right here, do this shit, so we can be with the kids. Because clearly you sitting right here not doing nothing ain't gonna get us with the kids. But that's what you keep doing. Sitting right here doing nothing, then claiming that that's what you want to do is be with the kids. Go be with them. Like your parents and your mama them keep offering, leave me. Go sit with them. That's not an issue. I have no problem with that. But sitting right here telling me that you want to be with the kids and not actually doing any of the stuff that you need to be doing as far as you being right here, don't show that you're going to want to be with them damn kids. Because you telling me that you want to be with them damn kids by sitting right here just smiling without doing too much smiling, this, that, and that. I'm not in the... That ain't going to get you shit. You have an option to go be with them right now, and I still going to have the option to sit right here and do what the fuck I'm going to do. Regardless. Because this is my life. That's what you're not understanding. When I say this is my life, they have the kids away from me, sweetheart. You're sitting next with me. You don't even have the option of deciding to say, no, that's not right. Because truth be told, before you was here, I was still waking up without the children. So while you're saying that, that's why it irritates me every time you say that. Because that's why I'm so gung-ho on this shit. Because you came over here and now you're like, I want to be with the kids. I see that's the reason why I wake up every single day and put myself into this. So your ass don't sit right here and don't understand what the mindset is. Because when you was sitting, I don't have to be blind and I don't have to realize that, mama, you was so blind to my life that now that you're in it, you still disregarding the motherfucker. Because for every single day that I had to carry that shit on my back, that's why I have this motherfucking 10-pound motherfucking weight like this, baby. And why you get to sit right here and say, I want to be with the kid. Yeah, and I don't want you to get to the days where you like this. Where every single excuse or thing that they say, you just got to smile past and be like, well, shit, all right, but then keep pushing. Because I had the effort to be able to sit right there like you and I'm going to just do this and do this and do this. Then I woke up one day and realized, bitch, my kids is 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And these people are still living their life. Including you. Stop acting like you wasn't a part of that. You didn't come here on purpose. That's the point. You was out there. Your mama texted me saying she hope you stay with the man that you was out there with and bringing around my kids. While I'm sitting here begging for you to see him, so now you want to talk about that. Mama, that's the irritation for me.
But how am I supposed to actually show that I care? I do everything else to show that I care, but that's still not enough because it's not done each and every day. Even when I do it each and every day, it's like, oh, well, here. It's still not showing to the other people, and it's like you don't have to show it to them. Show it to only your kids. I am showing it to only my kids, but still at the end of the day, if one person still doesn't think I'm doing good enough, it doesn't matter if those kids see that I am doing good enough. It's still what other people feel. That's my issue that I kind of don't understand when you say certain things.
That's because it's the difference between us is I'm not caring about what other people feel. Because truth be told, it's not about what other people feel. Let me explain something to you. It's only about what other people feel for me, not you. Let me explain. You keep saying what other people feel. It was what you and your mama done felt when y'all decided not to have me around my kids. You talking about it's what other people feel because of right now. Like I said, you're in my life right now. Before other people felt what they felt, they still had you around the kids every single day, all the way up to the day that you literally did what you did when you did it. Don't make me say those words. And yet, even after that, they still came and decided we're still going to have you back around. So the people that you talking about that still feel what you feel, they still disrespect me while you get to sit right here. They say, Harry, you can be right there. So when you disacknowledge...
I'm not disacknowledging it, but I can't acknowledge a person saying that I can be there, but then telling me you don't have to. You can't. You can, but you can't. That's not actually telling me I can be there. If I can be there, I can do anything in the world and still be there. I can fuck up 1,000 times and still be there. I don't need someone telling me I have to be perfect.
Yes, you do.
To be there.
But that's the problem.
Yes, nothing's perfect. That's the whole point.
See the difference between that's my biggest issue, bro. That's my biggest issue, bro. She don't get the shit because unfortunately, no, hold on. Because unfortunately,
I'm trying to get you to at least see where my mind is coming from. But every time I do, it's like, okay, well, It's this. I understand.
Mama, but you have the
I'm
option to be there, but you're choosing not to be there because they're telling you that you gotta be perfect to be there. I don't even have the option to be there. Y'all took that. You signed paperwork and took that away from me.
Baby, I know.
So hush for 2 seconds and realize something. You're literally giving up your option to be right there for your kids because they're telling you to be perfect if you're going to be there. And you still get to be here even if you're not perfect. But you're so stunned.
Up my option. What you're not understanding is if I'm not perfect, I could have a bad day. If I have a bad day, I could do something that could hurt them or even me. And then everybody's looking at me like, well, you could have just known better. You should have known better. You should have known better. Well, let me get to there before I'm actually fucking there.
Yeah, but they're not trying to let you get to the point where you actually hurt them.
I know, and I'm not trying to get to that point either. But you have to understand, with me not trying to get there, if I know I can't actually do it while being there, why risk, like you said, why risk their safety with me being there if you know I'm not?
So what you sitting right here for is the question.
Because I'm trying to show you I can get
no,
there.
because the whole point is for me, mama, at the end of the day, you keep telling me what you can do and can do and can do. But while you were there and had all the practice in the world to learn, you're not. While you're here and trying, and I'm telling you that you need to take the time to actually do it, you're still not doing it. You give every excuse in the book on why, what if it's this and what you can't do. So still, at the end of the day, it sounds like you just want some leisure time and everybody to give you the time. Because it's like I said, it's different when it's like, okay, well, give me the time to get there and every single day I'll do. But now it's like, no. You're literally not trying to. You ran away from the option where it was forced on you, quote unquote forced on you. Bet you're here now. But every single day that you have an option to show, I'm going to pretend as if I was there and take the time like I need to right here because, yeah, it's a lot. But I'm going to still do it just like it because that's what I tell you every single day to do. You show me why. And, well, no. Because at the time that you have the option to fuck up, you already have. And for the people that already know, don't say shit. See, this is maybe the real reason why I'm on your ass like I am. See, most people get to come in and see shit and be like, oh, he on her ass. Fuck the bullshit. I don't know half the shit that this bitch did. And when you hear her words versus the shit that other people might know that she has done, I want y'all to put those two together and hear what she's trying to really defend. Come on.
I'm not defending anything. I'm just trying to actually get people to see my brain. But I can't expect people to see my brain if I can't at least try to explain myself. That's the whole point. You're telling me, oh, show your brain, show your brain. I show my brain, and I'm telling people are basically saying, oh, well, fuck your brain. How could you think like that? I don't think like that. Why would you think like that? This is what I do. This is how I move. If a person that really cared like this would do that, that's for you. Everybody cares differently. Everybody grieves differently. Everybody moves differently. So for you to tell me that it's not this, that, because I'm not moving the way you feel like I should move as an A, and it's not them telling me that, that's the kind of confusion I don't understand. It's like, oh, well, you shouldn't care. You should only care about what they're saying. But my kids are saying something completely different from what all these other motherfuckers are saying. Even you at times. That's why I don't understand. It's like, okay, well, do
because
it. Because
truth be told, bro, I don't. No, at the
problem?
end of the day, sweetheart, I told you, when you wasn't here, you moved the way you moved.
I did move the way I moved.
So hold on. I don't care how you fucking move, except for the fact that it was affecting my kids. Once I figured out that it was affecting my kids, mama, that's when I started caring. Because truth be told, I don't have no say-so over nothing except for what my kids got to grow into. That's what I should have a say-so. And if they have an option to grow into a better life or something like that, while I'm right here, I want to give them that. But knowingly, having them a part of a life that's not good for them, it's something I would never want to happen. So understandably so, sweetheart.
Yes.
When I tell you, go out there and do some shit, what I mean is, sweetheart, I know for a fact right now, if you was to leave out this door, it's not that you wouldn't be with the kids or nothing. You don't really got custody of the kids. So right now, I wouldn't have to worry about you. I mean, I would, but I wouldn't. You can go fuck whoever you want to do. That's not an issue to me. It's not even about that. You can go be with whoever you want, live with whoever you want. It's not, in truth be told, it's not about them bringing the kids to you or not like that. You still have to make a way to all of that. That's the choice and that's the option. I see how they doing it here. Maybe they do it different there. But all of those things wouldn't be worried about because you wouldn't be sitting right there with my kids still making the same option that you was making. You'd be sitting somewhere else. Just like you doing right now. I wouldn't have to worry about that no more. And I say, you can go out this door and go do whatever the fuck you want. But the moment you back at home with my kids, I would love to see. And then I'd love to have you right here with us. But every single moment that you're not, I don't have to see all of that. Everybody else will have to see that later in life.
But that's the whole point. I don't want you only seeing that, but at times, like you said the other day, people only really remember the bad days unless the good days are very extraordinary. And it's like,
again, I didn't even get a good day. Let me explain something to you. Let me. That's the whole point. When you was sitting right there with my child, you was sitting right there. Did you take the time to send me videos and stuff every day? Like when your grandma just said, let me hear what your grandma just said right now. I haven't seen y'all some videos of this, that, and the third. Grandma, you sit right here and see the videos we make every day. You can send us videos every single day. We don't have to post those or nothing. Those are not, it's our option to post or not, but it's also for her to give us something that you're right there with daily. See, that's what I was trying to show her. And in the backward end, I daily give my kids something that you take away from me on the day because you're right there with them daily basis.
But you don't want to show me the faces.
You don't want to show me their faces. Cool. Send me something that you're right there. I got the option, a picture, anything would make my motherfucking day. If you don't want to pick up the phone, at least show me that. See that I'm picking it up. Take a book out my thing and just decide once a week. Let me just take a videos. And let me just send it to him just because I see that he take it every day of the week to make his time. It don't be a balance. Just show me that motherfucker as much as you see that I'm trying to try something. Because once a week might become twice a week. Twice a week might turn to 3. It's how you to start something though. Start it at least. That's why I sit right here and do this shit. I started to do this every single day because, truth be told, my kids deserve to see me every day regardless of what y'all think I should be or not, because this is the person I would have been, could have been, and should have been, or am right now while they're here in this world. Because I had to grow in this life too, so while I was learning and all this shit, they still would have had to watch me learn. I would have fucked up, I fucked up. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't hide the shit and make it where they just can't remember. No, motherfucker. You see me? Everybody in their mama was talking about how I was doing this, that, and third. But through that, I wanted y'all to still know that I'm giving y'all my every single fucking day. No matter if they think I'm not an am, because truth be told, they sitting here talking about how they giving their kids their every day, but their kids won't even remember that shit. Mama, you was sitting right there on TikTok, listening to some other nigga telling you some shit. What was his name? But my kids gonna be hearing me saying the same thing to them every single day. I'm like, wait, Daddy, you sit right there on TikTok, showing them motherfuckers how you was gonna sit right here and do a lot. So we see this shit.
What I try to get you to see is
your kids gonna see videos of you or videos of
I do want to actually sit
somebody else
and show you that I can be with you with the kids, because honestly, the way
y'all should get off this shit and go make home videos for yourself. That's what you do. Don't fuck around and find somebody else like to live your own and show everybody about the life you live.
They honestly were trying to give every excuse on why you couldn't be around the girls. That's why a lot of our arguments that led up to the FIR were situations with them thinking they knew what was best, when in reality it's not. They didn't know what was best. They didn't know what was best in certain situations, but other ones it's like y'all are not even really caring about the kids' feelings, and I feel like that's not fair as far as to them literally telling you, oh well, we want to see our father, and knowing that I could be that men, y'all are making problems. Talking about, oh, we'll call the police if we see certain cars and shit like that. That's why I was trying to get you to see, like, to have a person literally tell you, oh, I'm going to call the cops because someone's doing their job and I'm going to blame it on you. But you want me to still look at that person with respect. That's why it's like certain stuff I do actually feel fucking bad for. I know I can't take it back. I understand if I actually would have thought about the situation before I made it, a lot of stuff wouldn't be happening as far as health-wise and behavioral factors of the people that you love. But I try to get you to see that I'm not making an excuse. I just want to actually have you understand that some people, sadly, and I hate to say it, they say old people are stuck in their ways. A lot of people are stuck in their ways. If you were born a type of way and you believe and you were based off of that, you were raised a certain way, everybody's like that, literally. They have core beliefs to their heart that they can't just, you know, I would say forget about, or just say, you know what, I don't believe it because you see it a better way. It's still what I believe, and a lot of people feel that way, and it's not a problem. It's just when you're purposely dangling something in front of somebody's face, like you said, they're dangling the kids at this point, and they've been doing that with you. But I was literally there and still having them dangle. Oh, well, we'll call the police. They said they'll arrest you. Oh, yeah, you got a warrant, and, you know, we'll just call them, and they'll arrest you in front of the kids and stuff.
Let me explain something to you.
Like, y'all are
There's
doing
not
dumb
dangle
shit
in front of you, baby. Let me explain.
But still, y'all are trying to put traumatizing situations in the kids' eyes.
It's not traumatizing.
But still, imagine you being a little boy and you being ripped away from your parents in front of the cops.
Imagine me being a little kid. Imagine me being a little boy and my kids was ripped away from me. My first ones. Because that's what I was. My first ones was ripped away from me. Don't ask me to imagine me being a little boy and imagine being away from your kids. I already am adopted. And I still got my parents and stuff like that. But past that, I was a young man who had my kids ripped away from him and had to grow into being this man who still don't have them. So don't tell me what to imagine, because that's what I keep telling you. You're sitting next to a motherfucker that you want to ask to do all this motherfucking shit. And can't even sit here and understand every little thing that you might motherfucking say. Really put yourself in my motherfucking shoes. And look, bitch, I've already been there.
I'm putting myself in your shoes, and I'm trying to get you to see that I'm putting myself in your shoes.
Exactly. You came to live my life when you didn't have to. And now you want to sit right here and tell me, like I keep telling you, mama.
What do you want me to say? Do you want me to say that I don't want them? I don't know what you want me to do.
No, it's not that I can't have sympathy for you, but I can't have. Let me explain something to you. It's not that I can't have sympathy for you. You keep talking about what they kept telling you while you were sitting right there with the kids. Who wants them to tell you this, that, and third? At least you had the option to still sit right there while they told you that. They snatched my child away from me, my children away from me, but on the day that they were born. And guess who signed the paperwork to make that happen? So while you sitting right here complaining about all this stuff of this, that, and the third, no, saying whatever you say. It's not that I can't see your side, mama. It's just that you had gave me that life. While you're screaming about the life that you was going through, you made it to the point of where motherfuckers couldn't even threaten me. They were threatening me that if I even tried to attempt to even come over to try to see them. While you're sitting right there, they say, like, oh, well, you got to worry, what do this? It was like if you even try to come see them, while talking their shit about me not being there and being absent. But if you try, we're going to call the police. So, it's not that, mama, I don't understand you. It's just, sweetheart, when you decided to take that from somebody, it was going to be taken from you.
I knew it was going to be taken from me, but I want you to see that it was taken from me as well.
But no, it wasn't, baby. No, I said it was going to be taken from you.
It was taken from me. That's the whole point. Even if you may say that I gave it up, I didn't really give it up. I literally had it taken.
No, baby.
That's why I don't...
You didn't literally have shit taken.
Understand it.
You didn't have shit taken. Let me explain something to you. You didn't literally have shit taken, baby. You shied that shit away. You shied it away from... No, that's not literally having it taken. Literally having it taken is what I'm telling you did to me. I came to the hospital to sign my baby's birth certificate and security ran me out. You decided not to go home one day. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You talking about you literally didn't have it taken. When they call you on the phone, do your people not say hey to your mama? Okay, but don't they... Hold on, hush for 2 seconds. Is that not an option to be said, right? Is it not an afterthought, and not even really an afterthought, to say hey to your daddy? Why you sitting right here?
Yes, that's
okay, is it not also sitting right here?
Them, do they call me? No.
It does not matter if you call them or call them. No, it does not, baby, because at the end of the day...
Because at the end of the day, like you said...
Bro, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
One question. If I didn't call them, would they actually call us? Yes or no?
It's not about them calling us, sweetheart. It's only because you sitting right here with me do they not call you. When you was out there in the streets, did they not call you?
Baby, they really didn't care about calling me.
That's a lot. All right, bro.
The one few times...
All right, okay.
I didn't come home on time when I had told them. Other than that, they didn't care where the fuck I was.
Okay.
They didn't.
Okay.
Baby, they really...
I said, okay, because truth be told, let me explain something to you. While you talking about they didn't care where you was at, you still had an option to be home with your kids. I never, you still defended the fact...
I did have an option. I did not choose that option. That was wrong on my end, and I'm not defending it. All I'm trying to tell you is, would you...
We're not living the same life, shorty.
I know we're not living the same life, baby. But what I'm trying to get you to see is, as easy as it may seem, if you have everything but still have nothing, would you accept it? If you can live the life that you want with your kids, but still having people telling you, oh, you can't talk to your kids like that. Every time you do, oh, I'm going to call the police, I'm going to call defects. Or there's an issue with your family members trying to beat you up and there's nobody actually defend you. But you still have to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, you're right because I did this, that was fucked up. Yeah, you're right because I did that, that was fucked up. Yeah, you're right because I went out that night and I didn't come back early in the morning. So you have all rights to act the way you act. And I'm not saying you don't, you do. But then it's like, okay, well, you're acting this way. I tell my kids this. I'm trying to actually help them, teach them, tell them how to actually do stuff the right way as a parent. Can't even do that because you don't like the way I say stuff. It's, oh, well, you should say it in this tone. All right, I say it in this tone. Oh, well, you just shouldn't say it, period, because, you know, you shouldn't be allowed to say that because of stuff you did.
You have the option to do all of that. While you sitting here taking all these things for granted, let me explain something to you. No, baby, nothing. No, baby, nothing. I don't care anymore. I really genuinely do not want to hear it. Because, again, all I hear complaints about is the options that you had while you were sitting right there with our kids. Let me explain something to you, mama. So what? If they said this, they said that, they said this, they said that, they said this, they said that. Because now you're the person crying about them not calling and saying shit. Now you're the person crying about not even having the option to be able to sit there with the kids. Now you're the person crying about this. But then you want to also sit right here and this is the shit that you're talking about is the reason why you chose to leave or whatever the fuck the case may be, because that's why. But you also want to sit here and still have the same tears about, well, I'm not there. No. You're telling me why you left. Because every single time that they said this, that, and the third, you said, fuck it, y'all do it.
I didn't say fuck it, y'all do it. I did it, but every time I fucking did it, the shit went left.
You're the parent, so the fuck what? Do it again and again.
I'm doing it again and again, and I'm sitting there having the police call on me, going to jail for behind this dumb shit, then what?
Well,
just because I tell my daughter not to do something that can hurt her, oh, we're going to call the cops. We're going to have people come over here, bring guns and shit and tell you, oh, you can't sit there. You're just going to sit there and take it. And if you try to move, we're going to shoot you or beat your ass. You can't do shit about it.
Let me explain something to you.
I just have to accept that shit and be okay with knowing that they can do that and still say, oh, well, you can't get your kids back because of this and that. And then especially with me doing the shit and saying the shit that I've said recently. Imagine them pulling that up in front of a court. Oh, well, this is this. Oh, well, she's done all of this. It doesn't matter if she's done all of that. She still committed a crime. Either way it goes. You still have to do that fucking time. Then what?
Shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, bro. I'm tired of talking behind the screen. But you're not about to do shit right here and try to get sympathy votes.
I'm not trying
nah. I said.
My brain. If I can't express my brain, just tell me to shut up and I won't talk ever again.
Look at me. Watch me not tweak out, but tweak out for 2 seconds. I want you to pay attention to my emotions real good. You know, you on the motherfucking edge, a verge of motherfucking getting everything and nothing all at the same time. I don't give 2 fucks about none of that. One day you had kids. You woke up and you was a parent. It happens. I woke up and I was a parent. It happened. But you sitting right here talking about you had guns and all this shit in your face. Let me explain something to you, mama. Your grandmama them didn't do that shit.
They did, Travis.
Hold up, let me finish what the fuck I got to say.
They literally allowed the shit.
Let me finish what the fuck I got to say. I said what I said. Because while you over here crying about that, how many motherfuckers did you bring around? Hold up. Let me finish what I fucking said. I said, look at me when I'm talking to you because, shorty, you not on no type of easy ground. Not a single easy ground is you on. Want to cry and scream about their bullshit. How many niggas you had bring you meth and all this extra shit, shorty? Fuck all the fuck bullshit. How many motherfuckers did you sit right here and have around while you said you smoked it in the bathroom and all my motherfucking kids was in that fucking house? Bitch, if a nigga got a gun around you, I swear to God. How many motherfuckers was you bringing around daily? New bitches. Did you want to sit here and say, da-da-da-da-da-da-da? I don't even damn if you make your family look like that when you don't even sit right here and motherfucking judge the shit that you have done? Bitch, they might have did this, and this, but the motherfucking dangers that you introduced my kids to by the shit that you was doing, I'll be damned. Yeah, they got their sins. Bitch, I'm the one that shit right here without my kids on the daily show. I see all of them plus mine. All that crying shit. You didn't give a fuck about the kids as much as they didn't give a fuck about you when you motherfucking said this shit. Because every single time somebody texted your phone and told you put the kids to sleep, you did it. And it was a new motherfucking nigga. Every time somebody did this, and what would you say? It was only for the fucking drugs. So you didn't give a fuck about your kids because you literally chose to do it for the fucking drugs. So before you want to throw cast stones on any motherfucking person, bitch, I'll be damned. Like I said, because I might get to say shit. Why you get to say that? Let's talk about when you sat there, had them niggas pull up to the hotel, and the niggas shit come back out here. We think you shut us up, and that shit right there, that wasn't your mama, them. That was you.
That was me.
But you over here want to say some shit like this, but you forget about that situation. They got the address. Motherfuckers talking about why you not here, why you not there. 30 different motherfuckers know what the fuck going because of you. So why you want to scream, yell, and holler about what the fuck they did? Theirs was about safety. Yours was about whatever the fuck you wanted. That's why they gave a fuck. Because they gave a fuck about their safety, kids' safety. And if you wanted to be unsafe, they said, bitch, go do that. But do not do that while you're here.
I understand that, and I literally told you that's the reason why I didn't come home. But no, you literally just went past that saying I'm giving an excuse. I'm not giving an excuse. I'm just trying
That's
to
because you still
brain.
chose to not listen. They wanted you safe. They just said if you're going to be unsafe. That's the reason why you chose not to come home. Listen to that. They said safe home. Home safe. You listen. They wanted you safe. They just said if you're going to be unsafe. That's the reason why you chose not to come home. Listen to that. They said safe home. Home safe. You said however you decided to be. I say get rid of the bitch too. If that's who you decide to be. Go out there.
That's not who I'm trying to be, though.
Fuck out my face.
I'm not trying to be that type of person.
You good, shorty. I really genuinely don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go sit. I'm sitting here for me and me out. If you want to sit here for yourself, maybe we can get to us, get to that. But all this, it's gonna be seen again and again. I hope it get posted. I hope it gets sent out. I hope it get understood. Cause I'm tired of it.
I understand. It's frustrating.
And that's the my problem. I ain't say shit. I said shit. It is. Like I said, I'm supposed to be able to express myself. If I can express myself how I want to express myself without getting out of hand, allow me to express myself without expressing myself. So what if it was a yell? So what if it was a scream? Let me explain something to you. You sitting right here on my live. I ain't touching. I ain't hit her. I ain't do none of that. All I fucking did was decide to express myself and let her know this is a very serious situation. Because while she's sitting right here don't understand the serious situation, I don't get no feedback or nothing like that. She don't say no words. Nothing like that. And it's okay if she do it up.
And when I'm saying words to you, you have to talk. You talk back to me. But you have to understand, we might not always see eye to eye in situations, and that's okay.
But I need her to understand this is a serious situation. Y'all act like it's not motherfucking, whatchamacallit, but y'all, I mean, you get something happen with your kids, or you do something like that, and then you decide if it's not serious or not. Again, y'all, people don't understand. For the new people that's sitting right here don't understand shit, I think the older people should tell y'all the one thing that they didn't even understand was how much I don't say a lot of stuff as much as y'all think I do. So when I sit right here and let that innocent be innocent without saying, well, she did this and she did this, I let that shit drag on for months, days, until finally I get so fed up because fuck it, right? Y'all want to say that this, that, and third, and then I'll hit you with a surprise factor. Y'all be like, what the fuck? But then I show people, like, y'all don't think about it then. How many times have I not said nothing, but I'm just sitting right here really talking to some real shit, but y'all can't understand. And for the ones that do, I just ask them, sit back and let it happen, because they're going to tell me I'm wrong. They're going to tell me this, that, and third, but if ever they understood it, they might understand, but why they don't, that was just y'all in the land one day when y'all didn't know the same story. Y'all didn't know the same story, so everybody just don't. So y'all, when y'all didn't, y'all felt the same way about the same shit. So that's why I just tell people, watch my life with what it is. And y'all just get to laugh about it in the background and be like, damn, I remember when I was like that. I remember when I didn't know the tea and motherfuckers used to come in, and we used to come in here and be like, on this nigga ass. Then, as we got to know the bullshit, it's just like, now we get to see other people. And those are the people that I tell. I'm like, yeah, then you can become a moderator and shit like that, because then you might be able to stop, have the bullshit from happening.
As well as to them, like, you're not an issue. You're not the problem. I've done a lot of fucked up shit. Like,
y'all get to have a real fun time actually being the people that explain situations without explaining situations.
And they don't actually understand it.
Y'all get to have the funnest of time, like I said, and this shit can be a show for everybody, understandably, every single day, because just when everybody think they know something, we get new people in this bitch, and people be like, look at that, and I be like, yep, see, restart, reset, this shit, they do this every day. I be like, well, because, truth be told, this is a real show, motherfucker. I got the crocodile tears, baby. Oh, she must be like one of the people that ain't know the actual thing. Everybody get mad at her. I be mad at shit, low-key, baby. That's why I high-key get mad, and I just let everybody else sit back and just be high-key mad at me. Thank you. It ain't that I get cursed out on the daily, y'all. I get cursed out in the shit. People text my motherfucking TikTok and curse me out, telling me I'm not a man, that I'm a bitch, and all this shit. I be like, I go through so much that, honestly and truthfully, when y'all think that I'm talking for y'all, I be talking for mine too, because like I tell her, I said, it's the fact that she sit here with the innocence, and I gotta sit right here next to her, and I wish she would at least help me out in the long run. Because when I get called that stuff, bitches and stuff like that.
Straight up, they shouldn't be calling you out your name because you don't disrespect me. Yeah. I tell those people that each and every time, but like you always tell me, baby, people are still gonna feel what they want to feel. So I'm not saying it's right that they feel, but at the end of the day, if we keep having these shows, block them motherfuckers. That's simple. Don't read
but see, that's what I keep trying to tell you, mama. Hold up. But I keep telling you, that's where you come backwards for me, baby. Because at the end of the day, this is my business. Like I tell you, it ain't about blocking people. Because truth be told, I don't give a. I'm trying to actually do something for business wise. All this extra stuff, if they never even had a chance to see that, or whatchamacallit, but because we're actually dealing with this and you're not actually doing the work that I need you to do, they catch me actually telling you, work up and do this, that, and third. So they're taking it for this, that, and third. Then they kind of gotta get invited to my personal life. Because I'm not trying to lose a potential business person or somebody that can actually bring other business, but then they'll also be the person bringing it down. Because you see on my thing, I got comments, why would somebody support you when you're a fucked up individual talking to that girl? Like, I got all of that under my stuff. Everything positive that I have, people are coming now under it because they're coming into my shit. While you're talking about, why would you care? Get out. And then I won't have to ever care again. You know why? Because the moment that you're not here, I continue to go. And then new people come in, and they're understanding that this is about my business. And I won't have to actually explain nothing to nobody, personal or not. I share what I want to share that's right here with me. Just explain, I got 6 kids I'm trying to motherfucking take care of, and I'm trying to do this, that, and third. It'll be on a thing, and if I don't want to hear nothing, I'll make me some music, and that's it. That's why I keep telling you, you don't even care enough to still have the business mindset. Why block? That's why I unblock them every single time, because truth be told, I am doing something for my shit. All that extra shit just seems like ass backwards that you're not getting, you're not waking up to. We talk about this every day, and that's the fun part. It's the stupid part to me, because if we talk about it every day, why we keep going and not picking up?
Why are you telling me to, like, okay, well, you don't get fazed by it, I don't get fazed by the situation, but then it's like, oh, well, you see, that just kind of shows that you're not always there. It's like, it's not that I'm not always there, it's just I'm not trying to let people's comments be the reason why I'm sitting there telling you, oh, I'm going to the bathroom.
I know.
Then I might hurt myself or something, and then you're thinking, oh, well, you see, you let what people say get to you. I don't let what people say get to me. I don't let words affect me. Even like you say, when you say stuff to me at times, you tell me, okay, well, you hear it from me first. It shouldn't affect you. But what you're not understanding is I can hear it from you 1,000 times. I can hear it. It's still going to affect me if someone's coming at me in a way that I don't like.
Let me explain.
You can be right to come at me for that way because, yes, the shit I did was fucked up. Yes, it was not right, and you have every right to actually express yourself as your
Yo, do me a favor.
But when
do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Yes.
When I say do me a favor, I need you to just shut up for 2 seconds and just ask me what the favor is for 2 seconds, and then get back to whatever you're saying.
What's the favor?
Take that shit out your voice.
Okay. But yeah, it's like that's the only problem. It's like I have you tell me
that right there. Take that out your voice.
You tell me, okay, well, you should not worry about this. You shouldn't be affected about that. You shouldn't. But then it's like when I'm not affected, it's like, oh, well, you don't take heed to what people say. You don't take heed to what I say. But it's like, well, if I shouldn't be affected by it, I shouldn't let it down on me. But you know, at times I overthink myself. Sometimes I do actually let it affect